What's going on, Rando? Salute, salute. Just getting stuff started. Um, man, just getting stuff started. I had to go drop my son off at therapy, so yeah. Just give me a second, everyone. I'm just. What's going on? Salute, salute. Woo, shit. Nothing. Just getting everything started. Putting things through Twitter right now. We'll be starting in probably 2 minutes. So yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have a great show today. I tell you that. Mm, all right, we're about to get started soon. So yeah. Think straight. Mm, mm, mm. Okay. So post comments. All right. Shit. Let's get started, everyone. And welcome to the Bronze Reaper podcast. I'm your host, Rosalind Perkins. How's everyone doing today? I hope everybody. I took yesterday off. I needed a break. I had a long, long day yesterday. Long, long day. Um, I had to go down to Boston. Something was canceled, so I had to come back up here on the 20th Friday. I have to go to the Reggie Lewis Center, Track Center. I have an event to go to 10 to 4. So I got to be out of here by 8, 8:30. I might buy an outfit. Who knows? Shout out to everybody for the Cash App. Thank you, everyone. I do appreciate it. Salute. Um, We're getting this project on and popping. Um, so this project should be getting started probably by the middle of next year. It's a short film, so definitely I'll have money for it. It's a four series short film, so I don't have a name for it. It's a like I said, it's a four series, 4 to 5 series short film. Thanks. This, yeah, man, I have to. Shout out to Randall. Randall always showed me love. Salute, salute. But yeah, we got a lot to talk about today. Coon Train Avengers defends white on white crime. I thought I would never see this in 1,000 years. I thought I would only see this with a few people, but and I'm gonna say this: it's mostly immigrants, and I have to say that it's kind of mostly immigrants that's actually doing this. They defend the people that didn't even want them in the fucking country. And this is what blows my mind. Like, why you defend people who don't even want you in the fucking country? You know, out of all this scamming and scheming that y'all niggas do, and I gotta be personally honest, you pick the people that don't want you in the country, that don't want you even here, want to just take your resources, the whole 9 yards, and it sucks to see, but I think as foundational black American, as allies who are allies, and even people who are allies with black Americans, I need you to see this shit. We even got people who, and this is why I'm always tell people all the time, because somebody will day out there raise, and this is for everybody, if you're Spanish, if you're white, if you're African, if you're Asian, because somebody day out there raise, don't mean that they respect your culture. This even goes for white people too. Cause a person dates you, like even I'm gonna give you an example. A lot of white people date out their race when it comes to like Philippines and Thailand and stuff like that. People from the Thailands. Don't think that they won't fucking sell you down the fucking river just because you're white. They just probably got an agenda because they want to get to America, and it's cool. Whatever's good for the geese is good for the gander. But at the end of the day, don't think just don't think this only happens to black Americans. Because I know I talk about it a lot, but I want everybody to know that this can happen to anybody. If you're a fucking Mexican, if you're a Mexican citizen of America, nigga, a motherfucker will probably use you just to get on point. Whites only respect whites. Facts, but I'm gonna say this right now, and this is crucial times for white people, because at the end of the day, they're turning on each other. They're turning on each other, and we gotta figure out why is this shit happening. They're turning on themselves and us. They have nobody else to trust. And the reason why, and I'm gonna be personally honest, I think personally because they burnt their bridges. They burnt their bridges with everybody. They put out these propagandas with everybody's. FBA's delineate already. Y'all want to Trump. We don't want anybody, Kwame. You know? And this is why we delineate. First of all, you can't even tell the truth. Second of all, you know more about me than me. According to you. According to you. No, they're not. No, they're not, Kwame. They're actually having a civil war right now. MAGA versus America First. This is how I know you're not tapped in. And I gotta be personally honest. Yeah, Kwame's a tether, man. Yo, sometimes you got the skin of a black man, but a heart of a white man, Kwame. And I gotta be personally honest. I gotta be personally honest with you. And it's cool. It's just people we can't trust because when shit really pops off, we know you're gonna run to your country or you're gonna run to that white man, your white daddy in Atlanta. You know, so it's just this is why we had to delineate, Kwame. We had to. It's not even that we wanted to. It's we had to. Kwame, who told y'all niggas are coming to this country illegally? Who told y'all niggas are coming to this country illegally? I'm just being personally honest. As many times y'all niggas been scheming and scamming, why couldn't y'all marry the old ass white man like y'all was doing in the 90s? What was y'all doing in the 80s? Y'all felt like y'all didn't have to respect the law of the land. Your people act like they didn't have to respect the law of the land. So when you get caught, salute Spence, salute. Shout out to you. So when you think you don't have to respect the law of the land, this is what happens. Them niggas sent you the fuck back. Now you mad at black people. You're doing the same thing as these MAGA fucking conservatives. You mad at the wrong person. You should have been mad at your people saying like, yo, nigga, why didn't you come in here legally? You know, why did you try to have me anchored here? You know? Like, why aren't you mad at your peoples, Kwame? You know? I gotta be personally honest. Your peoples came in here illegally. Black Americans didn't say, oh, well, just come in here, man, we got you. No, nigga, y'all did what y'all wanted to do. Now you got the purple hair tree hugging niggas fighting for you. Don't get mad at me because this shit is happening. You should have got mad at your parents, your ancestors. Nigga, you gotta get mad at your peoples. You know? And like, I know it hurts for me. I know it's hurting for you. I mean, hurts because I'm saying the truth. But at the end of the day, y'all niggas came over here illegally. I'm just being personally honest. Y'all came over here illegally. So you're mad at black people because niggas don't want to defend you, nigga? It's like I said. It comes with, it comes with the territory, man. When you don't want to follow the law. It's like crime, Kwame. If you get caught, you just got to do the time, my nigga. Niggas don't want to hear why you had to do it, nigga. You just got to do the time, nigga. Like, yo, come on. You know, so it's you gotta blame your peoples, Kwame. Your peoples fucked it up for you. Your people. Did you see they arrest that FBA sister and got her scholarship? Hey, fuck it. She want to be white, and this is what happened when you want to do that white people shit. That's what they want to do, nigga. Let me tell you something. This is why I always gotta tell y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all uppity ass boule niggas. I was like, yo, you cannot do this shit that these white people do. You got one chance, and if you fuck it up, you might not get that chance ever again. A lot of white people get a lot of chances. Look at Charlie Sheen. He got a whole bunch of chances until he started giving niggas HIV. He got all these chances until he started giving niggas HIV and didn't even tell a nigga. Most niggas would have went to jail for that. This nigga, I'm about to call you Kwame. This nigga Charlie Sheen, he got what he deserved, man. You know, niggas blacklisted him, and Charlie Sheen ain't even fucking white. He's a Mexican. His real real last name is Estevan. His brother is Emilio Estevan, the Mighty Duck Man. Trump is also trying to find out to send FBA's crime to African criminals. Kwame, it's not gonna happen. It is not gonna happen, Kwame. That's illegal. This nigga Trump got all y'all niggas scared. He got all y'all immigrants scared. That's the crazy part. All y'all immigrants are scared of Trump. Niggas ain't scared of Donald Trump. Y'all niggas is. We got these. Let me tell you how bad it is. We got these football players out here giving fucking Charlie Kirk's baby mother money, trying to sleep with her, trying to give her that soul pole and stuff. That's why them niggas is giving her all that money. Niggas is trying to see who's gonna fuck Charlie Sheen's baby mother. I'm gonna be personally honest. Yeah, see? Thank you, Rando. Amelia. Sisters, Amelia. Yeah. Thanks. Thanks, Rando. But niggas, I think niggas is trying to fuck Charlie Kirk's baby mother. Them niggas is giving her them and them children all that money. Yo, she probably sucked some good dick, cause she probably wasn't really even fucking that nigga like that. I gotta be personally honest. And niggas ain't trying to disrespect him, but I think the nigga really shot him over some bussy activities. If you ask me. A nigga just don't shoot you on no bullshit like that. I think niggas would shoot. I think, and I'm gonna be personally honest. I think there was some bussy activities involved. I think that nigga who shot fucking Charlie Kirk was fucking each other. Who knows? Yeah, giving the nigga back shots. Charlie was giving that nigga back shots. And Charlie was like, yo, I'm going back to my wife. I can't keep doing this. What about me, Charlie? What about me? Fucking bow. If I can't have you, this bitch ain't gonna have you. That's what probably happened. I'm being personally honest. I think there was some bussy activities involved. Y'all niggas probably might call me crazy, but that nigga, that's why the nigga ain't saying anything. He's like, I ain't gonna say shit. My life is already fucked up as it is. Fuck it. I'm gonna go to the grave with this shit. Look at Elpo. Elpo was out there in jail for 25 years busting niggas' backs in. So it's like I said, it's possible, man. All this shit is possible with Charlie Kirk, man. But Charlie Kirk don't know what he did, man. Like, I always tell people all the time with these white supremacists, yo, they go to the extreme for everything. I'm not surprised this shit happened. I'm gonna be personally honest. I just don't think we should look at this nigga as a martyr. Let me see what Kwame said. Kwame probably said some stupid shit. America can't survive without H-1B1 visas. All the time paying. Who cares, Kwame? I don't care what these white Americans do, because these white Americans is fucking up this country. All these racist, white supremacists, white Americans, they fuck it up, and they fuck it up for the good white people. Kwame, y'all Africans and y'all Jamaicans aren't doing that much in America. Let's be honest, Nigga, you make it seem like y'all niggas is like some some humanitarians or some shit like that. Y'all niggas ain't even humanitarians. All y'all doing is kissing white people's ass. And I'm gonna be personally honest, a lot of y'all Caribbeans and Africans are doing that, Like, nigga, like Kwame, let's personally be honest. Look at y'all niggas. Yo, when Charlie Kirk died, all y'all Africans was crying. All y'all Caribbeans were crying. We had fucking Officer, what's it, Tatum. And I know he's probably black or something. This nigga was crying. Look at fucking Myron Gaines. The nigga talked shit about this nigga so much that this nigga had to leave. Like he left when he got demonetized. Kwame got that. Naked poster. Oh, come on, Kwame. You really do, man? Don't do that, Kwame. That's nasty. But yeah, let's personally be honest. Like, niggas don't really feel... Let me tell you something. It sucks how the nigga got murked, but... nigga, that shit came with the territory that you was doing. Nigga, you think only niggas who get pop who are politicians or activists like fucking Martin Luther King and Malcolm X? No, everybody gets their day, man. Thank you, Stacey Dash. Uh oh no, well, we're gonna watch a video about the black church, Kwame. But your nigga Al Sharpton, he was cooning and buffooning. I tell you that. But I'm really disappointed of y'all Africans, man. I never seen this shit come in. Y'all niggas is crying, dropping y'all lace fronts on the y'all crooked wigs on the floor, and nigga, all y'all breaking your flip flops. The shit is crazy, my nigga. I think personally, after this shit, they should deport y'all niggas. I'm gonna be personally honest. I really think they need to deport all y'all niggas now because of that shit. All that cooning, buffooning, yeah. Y'all no allies of mine. I tell you that. And I'm not being facetious in anything. It's just we can't really build nothing with fucking immigrants. Just you better off just giving regular niggas jobs and just actually like paying niggas. You know? I'm just being personally honest, y'all. Nigga, if you sell out this bad and you sell your own people out, yeah, nigga, you might need to go back to your country. You might need to go back to listening to the fucking the British people and having them niggas fuck y'all niggas and fuck y'all boys and stuff like that. Y'all need to go back to that shit, man. And I'm not like I said, y'all got a lot of pretty women. I love your women. I love fucking your women, but if it has to come this far where y'all niggas is selling out, yeah, the bleaching is crazy, Rando. The bleaching is crazy. You know, I've been looking at the Africans and the Caribbeans bleach their fucking skin, man. It's sad, man. They don't even love their fucking self, Rando. You cold blood. But you gotta understand, Spence. Like, come on, these niggas is. It's just looking sad now. It's just like, yeah, my nigga, you might need to go back to your country. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you're not even living your best life right now. You know? So it's like, these niggas is, these white supremacists are evil. We know that Charlie Kirk is a fucking piece of shit. We're not gonna act like Charlie Kirk is like fucking the Pope. You know? We're not gonna act like this nigga ain't the Pope. You know? We know this nigga's he's fucked up and he's very disingenuous. Should he die like that? Probably not. But niggas die every day. I gotta be personal. Niggas die every day. You know? And let me tell you, I'm gonna tell you what this guy said. He said, niggas die every day. Why would I cry? Why would I shed tear for a cracker? This man told me that. He said, if niggas die every day, why would I shed tear for a cracker? You know, do I believe in that? No, there's some white people I would cry for. You know, it's just. We gotta be personally honest. This nigga is not. Shout out to John Ford. Yo, niggas could honor him all he wants. That's cool, whatever. It's just, I just think it watered down all the fucking awards. If you give me an award of fucking freedom, I would not show up anymore. I always say, nigga, you gave that shit to Charlie Kirk. Why the fuck would I want a freedom of fucking, award of fucking freedom, nigga? Like, come on, let's personally be honest. They only use the DEI move to fire black people because of racism. All white women benefit more. Facts, Rando. White women. That's why a lot of these white girls are getting fired and stuff like that. And let me tell you why, because they forget, like, yo, they think like, I could do this because I'm white. And they forget that, oh, yo, they doing this to another white person, so there's gonna be another person look at this shit and say like, yo, this shit is fucked up. So we gotta let this nigga go or this bitch go. And it's like it's funny to me. It's funny to me, but it's just like, I get it. Like, This nigga is not worth, giving a fucking parade to. Like this bitches, yo, this niggas in Africa that's doing a parade for fucking Charlie Kirk, but won't give their own people, their own leaders a fucking parade. This is why I say this is how much Africans are sellouts. They'll sell their own fucking peoples out for white people. And like, I don't give a fuck what Kwame say. Kwame could make as many excuses as he want. His people are sellouts. Kwame, your people are sellouts. Kwame, why don't they got a Bob Marley parade? Why don't they got a Bob Marley day in Jamaica, but they got a Charlie Kirk day in Jamaica? They got a Queen Elizabeth day in Jamaica. They don't got a Peter Tesh. I don't know people Peter Tesh. You don't got a Peter Tesh day? Like, nigga, are you serious? Like, Kwame, I honestly want y'all niggas to get deported now after this shit. I gotta be personally honest. And I'm not trying to sound like a malicious person. I'm not trying to sound like a dickhead. You know, I'd rather hold hands with a fucking nigga with a lace front to do any type of business with y'all niggas. I'm gonna be personally honest. Y'all niggas sell each other out. And not all of y'all niggas, but oh no, there's no such thing as Columbus Day anymore. It's called Indigenous Day, Kwame. You know, you're like 15 years too late about that shit. Like, niggas been took that shit away. It's called Indigenous Day, you know? Give me a second, everybody. I gotta go check my eggs. But yeah, it's Jamaica. Let me tell y'all, all y'all Jamaicans, man, I feel bad for y'all. And the thing about it is just, and I'm just trying to be a little bit more. All right, it's back on. All right, I'm just trying to have a little bit more respect for certain Jamaicans and stuff because I do fuck with Jamaicans and they're women, you know. I love their women, you know. But it's the shit that they do to for white, you know, acceptance. It's crazy. It's crazy. And shout out to you, Kwame. Long time, man. Haven't seen you in a while. Oh, what happened? Um, it's just you seen all these Caribbeans and Africans selling out. They doing all this coon shit for white on white violence and Charlie Kirk. You know, and I'm gonna say this. I blame Charlie Kirk for all of this shit. Charlie Kirk exposed, I think, white on white crime. I think this is the most. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna even go further than this. I'm gonna say this is the most dangerous thing to America is white supremacy, is white on white crime. Because when white on white crime, they don't just take one person. They take 12, 13, 14 people, 20 people. They blow up shit, you know? And Jamaicans I met in my city rocking like. Oh yeah, they be in Ohio. Jamaicans, they're starting to be everywhere now, man. It's weird. They start to be in these white areas and stuff. How you think you got Poetic Flacco in I think North Dakota? Like how many black people you think would be in North Dakota? But it is what it is. I don't even think there's like 3 million people in North Dakota, but I don't even think 2 million people are in North Dakota. But I could be wrong, man. I could be wrong. I could tell you that I could be wrong, but I wouldn't think anybody would want to move to North Dakota. Look at Brock Lesnar's from North Dakota, but he got the fuck out of there and moved to Minnesota. They're everywhere except their own country. Yup, it's true. Look at Kwame. Kwame's in New York. He's supposed to be in Jamaica fighting. You know, he talk all about all this black people, this black people wearing his little kufi with his little dashiki and shit, talking about don't eat that swine, black man. That's that white meat. You know, he be on all that type of shit. It's straight. It's just let's personally be honest. They're pitiful, man. I gotta be personally honest right now. I think that Africans and Caribbeans show their true colors and stuff like that. They love white people. It's so bad. I'm gonna tell you what's happening in Africa. All these Africans are bleaching their skin and like their skin is falling off. This shit is falling off. It's disgusting. Yeah, all this. Yeah, Kwame, you could be day trading from fucking Jamaica, man. You don't even want to do that, man. You're embarrassed of Jamaica. Salute Ohio. Salute Kwame. Kareem. My fault, Kareem. Salute Kareem. Um, Salute Randall as always. Randall's always on point when my show comes on. But yeah, it's sad out here, man. I'm gonna say this. I used to think. I'm gonna tell y'all what I used to think of Jamaicans. I used to think these Jamaicans were prideful, warriors, all this other stuff, man. And when I did that with that research video, man, I didn't know they were getting fucked. I didn't know they were getting fucked by the white man in Jamaica. Them niggas was getting tied up between trees like this, and the Europeans were having fun with their cheeks. And I didn't know that, man. Like, we knew it went on in America and niggas was getting killed. These white men were getting killed out here. It's just hyena fur coat. Hyena fur coat. But yeah, it's just I didn't know all of this, man. This shit is crazy. It's and this is why I see like, yo, they're obsessed with the white man. They want to rub the white man's feet. They want to kiss his ass. They want to be by the nigga's side. The house niggas that we seen in the 1800s, this is what the foreigners want to be towards these white people. This is why they cried when Charlie Kirk got killed. And he was a regular white man. He wasn't even like a high rank white man. He was a crash out white man. Like I said, it's niggas was talking about this nigga's gonna be a president. I think niggas is smoking crack. I'm gonna be personally honest. I think niggas was out here smoking crack before when they said that shit. Or they was sniffing a line saying, yo, that nigga was about to be the president. Nigga, are you serious? That nigga as a president. Y'all niggas lost y'all fucking mind. Yeah. Kwame got his zebras on thong. Oh shit. But yeah. That nigga Kwame. But yeah, we can't. I always tell people all the time, we can't keep on doing this with these people, man. Like it's so bad. Like it's so bad with these Africans and Caribbeans that these niggas be disrespecting them and stuff, and they still, oh, we gotta turn the other cheek and all that. Yeah, niggas be sounding like Al Sharpton out here. Like, let's personally be honest. Like, these niggas be sounding crazy out here. And I think that shit needs to stop. And you know what? We're gonna start off. I'm gonna start off with some of the stuff that I put down. I put like why is people defending white on white violence? And this is what we have to look at it. This is what it is. It's white on white violence. We have been seeing it more often. We could go on Twitter or X, whatever we want to call it. We see these white men be getting kicked. We seen this white man run on Charlie Kirk's memorial and kick the shit. Niggas attacked that nigga and sent the nigga to jail. Niggas thought it was the Boston Tea Party. Niggas was going crazy out here. We never had a nonviolence protesting in the Caribbean. Yes, y'all did. Yes, you did, Kwame. Don't sit there and fucking lie. You forgot about your gay movement in Jamaica? That was a peaceful protest. Those are your peoples, right? Aren't them niggas Jamaican? Lawrence Chang and them? Them niggas was getting their back blown out. Them niggas was getting their back blown out and fighting for peaceful protest. The nerve of you when black Americans got to spit up. Y'all was getting y'all back blown out. Y'all niggas was getting y'all back blown out on a daily basis. Ask Lawrence Chang. Y'all niggas was in the New York Times for that, Kwame. How this nigga's mad now. Look, he's mad. That nigga's about to go on a rant right now. Look at him. You can tell a Jamaican hates fucking homosexuality. Look at this nigga Kwame. Nigga, let me tell you how gay you are, Kwame. You about to go to Atlanta, out of all places that you told us and you warned us about. Talk about the HIV rate is high. These niggas is got STDs. This nigga though about to go down to Atlanta go see his boo. If he ain't already there. That nigga gonna see his white boyfriend in Atlanta. Did that nigga call you honey boo boo? Kwame, that shit is not bad enough. Y'all got gay movements in Jamaica still to this day, ever since the 1970s. So like, what are you talking about? We could watch another document. We could do another topic on Jamaica if you want me again. I can do it. Don't forget, we didn't watch the Vice. Oh yeah, Vice has it. So don't start that, Kwame. They love to go. Yeah, tell him, KJ. When shit's already popping, nigga already got that shit cracking. You see all these immigrants over here talking about we did this shit together. Nigga, we? What's this French shit? They love following. Yeah, you're right. They love following FBA, man. Like, let's person. Like how you got Lawrence Chang, okay. Lawrence Chang was openly gay too, Kwame. He's a full Jamaican. I'm just saying, you keep bringing this guy up and you got an openly gay guy who has a gay movement in Jamaica. This nigga Kwame, he's bad. Yo, let me tell y'all something. Kwame's so bad because I looked that shit up, talking about, yo, do these niggas got gay movements? After y'all niggas got butt broken, y'all got y'all cheeks spread open. Y'all niggas is mad at me. Let me tell y'all something. A lot of y'all Jamaicans and y'all Caribbeans is mad at me because I got a few emails from y'all niggas. I got a few, just a few, saying that's fucked up how I said this about the Caribbean countries and stuff. And I was like, what'd I say? Then when I kept on reading, it started talking about I'm saying all y'all niggas is gay. I didn't say all y'all niggas is gay. What's going on, E. Will? Salute, salute. You know, I didn't say all y'all Caribbeans are gay. I say y'all got gay movements in y'all countries. Y'all had LGBTQIA before we had LGBTQIA. Y'all had y'all shit ever since the 1970s. LGBTQIA didn't get popping until the fucking mid fucking 2000s. So y'all niggas was fucking men on the low. That's all I'm saying. Y'all niggas was fucking men on the low. That's why y'all niggas be going down to Atlanta. That's why y'all niggas be wearing the weave dreads and shit like that with the blondes and doing y'all thing. Kwame, of course, everybody got gay leaders, nigga. Like you're saying something like it's like, oh yeah, I got you, nigga. You should be embarrassed. No, nigga, everybody got gay leaders, nigga. Miss Yvette's gay. Miss Yvette's gay, and I don't even like Miss Yvette. Yeah, she's a raggedy ass fucking stud, but it's the fuck, nigga. Shout out to Miss Yvette, but you're a raggedy stud. I've never seen a raggedy nigga like you ever. I seen studs, they be fresh to death, they be fly. Their clothes ain't really up to date like that, but yo, they dress like hood niggas, you know. Yo, Lawrence Chain was a civil rights activist in your country too, Kwame. It's like, yo, these are your activists, Kwame. So you're mad at that? You mad at me? There's no gay leaders. Are you sure? Are you sure? Do you want to look it up again? Do you want to look it up again, Kwame? You had 7 of them. It's all right, man. There's nothing wrong. Yo, the thing about it, you make it seem like they... Yo, my nigga, you make them seem like like it's some type of like disease or something. Like, nigga, that's what y'all niggas be doing in y'all country. Why you think them British men be going to y'all country? What's going on, Wiz? What's going on? Salute, salute. My fault, man. I was supposed to text you, tell you the show is starting. My fault. But yo, Kwame, this is what they be doing in your country. 90% of porn stars and gay porn stars are Caribbean. Yeah, that's true. Gucci Third Leg, he was out here spreading diseases and shit. He's Nigerian. Yeah. There is no gay leaders. Yeah, there is. Lawrence Chang, he's a leader. He's a gay leader. What you mean? The fuck? Yo, them niggas got turned the fuck out. You're mad at, Kwame, you're mad at me because your people got turned the fuck out. Maybe they should have never went to the Diddy parties and stuff. That's y'all niggas, man. That's y'all problem, But let's get to this. So I was gonna answer that question. Why are people defending white on white violence? And the first point I got is it makes the white supremacists have to look in a mirror. They gotta look in the mirror and say like, yo, I'm the one that actually the violent one. We can even go back in history about all their violence that they caused. Kwame wouldn't be in Jamaica if it wasn't for, white violence. There were actually white on white violence then when they were fighting for these lands. Your people got more than just spit on. They got shitted on. They got pissed on. Yes, that's why they were sending black Americans to your country. To get fucked, to get shitted on, to get pissed on. Yeah, niggas was doing that in your country, Kwame. So you can't say, I'd rather get spit on than get pissed on, to get shit on. Niggas was giving y'all niggas golden showers, man. That shit is disgusting, Kwame. Yes, they did, Kwame. Are you fucking crazy? We never signed contracts to be... Yeah, because y'all was picking other shit, Kwame. Don't forget the Black Maroon sold y'all niggas out, Them niggas fought for their freedom. Then after that, the white man's like, yo, this is all you need to do. You just got to be slave catchers. Y'all niggas was slave catchers since. Them niggas was slave catchers. Y'all niggas was picking. What's that shit y'all picked? Y'all was picking sugar cane since the 1960s, my nigga. How the fuck y'all niggas was picking sugar cane ever since the 1960s, my nigga? Y'all niggas really didn't get out of y'all didn't really get y'all independence until the 1960s. So y'all niggas is like kind of a little bit pathetic with that, you know? And shout out to the Jamaicans, the niggas who had their foot 10 toes down. We know you did it, Kwame. You was in America, you know, so yeah, but that's what was happening to your ancestors, Kwame. Them niggas was getting shitted on, pissed on, fucked by multiple white men, like white British men too. Those are them freaky niggas too. Oh, don't forget the Spaniards. The Spaniards used to own part of your country too. You know how freaky them niggas is. They like, oh, they like to fuck. Oh yeah, y'all niggas, they was having an orgy with your ancestors too, man. Where the men at? That's what they was yelling. You know, when Gerardo used to come from Spain, he was like, yo, where the men at? Looked at your ancestors. Oh yeah, I want that big black guy right there. No, 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 no. They were fucking y'all niggas, you know. But yeah, you gotta look at their ancestors, you know. But you can't. We did prove it, Kwame. Go back, yo. You gotta go back into the the episodes. We talked about it. We seen it. Tariq Nasheed even told you. What are you talking about? Tariq Nasheed told you that. I didn't even tell you that. Tariq told you. Tariq told you. And you didn't even doubt it. You didn't even say, no, that's not true. You didn't tell him to prove it. You knew it was true. Them niggas was they were running trains on your ancestors, your forefathers, nigga. They was running trains on your forefathers, the men, man. That's crazy. You talk about spit on, man? Jesus Christ. You know, but let's get back into this, man. We also got to talk about the system of racism and stuff like that, because you know what, this fucked them up, because the system of racism made blacks, browns, even immigrants look like they were the problem, but the real problems was the white supremacy, man, you know. So I think this is why I always tell people, don't look too perfect, because when you look too perfect, people try to look for your flaws, and we have found their flaws, you know. Why do you try to come down, Kwame? Because Kwame started talking bullshit. If Kwame would have shut the fuck up, this shit would have never happened to Kwame. Kwame Kwame should not have to learn through his ancestors through me. A nigga who only got a fucking community college degree. I'm just saying. Nigga, I only got a community college degree. And I have to tell this nigga about his own people. I have to research his own people. I have to take good time out of my day to do research and do a podcast on his people. None of this shit would never happen if it wasn't for Kwame. Oh yeah, everybody, don't forget to like and subscribe, and also share. You know, because we do need more people on here. Even if you're a white supremacist, you can gladly come up here and spread all your stupid hate, you know, on this black man, foundational black man. I do not mind. You know why? Because I can defend myself. You're not talking to Al Sharpton. You're not talking to a Martin Luther King before he was radicalized. You're talking to me, a Rosalind Perkins. But also too, what fucked him up, the insensitivity towards black death. I think that's what fucked him up even. I think that fucked him up the worst was the insensitivity. Like the George Floyd, even what's the dude, the little African guy who got fucked up and killed and stuff in Minnesota? Yeah, that shit was fucked up. The Afro-Latino, Them niggas was insensitive with him. Trayvon Martin, I think it was the worst. You know, and this is why a lot of people came down on Charlie Kirk, because the shit that he said about a 14-year-old kid. You know, so nigga sniped him. We can't really be mad. Give me a second, everybody. Let me go check on my. But yeah, that's why it's not. Shabaka, you be all right, man. You know what you need? You need some white pussy, Shabaka. I think you need one of them white girls that'll suck your dick from the back and stuff like that, and lick your balls at the same time. Yo, you be fine, man. That shit will get you out of that Pan African shit. Your wife can watch too, man. Some white bitches will let your wife watch. Oh, she wanna watch? They be like, oh, yo, is she joining too? Yeah, white bitches be doing shit like that, man. You know, I used to fuck with this one white girl, man. Oh man, she was a freak too. She was from Saugus. That's the only white girl I ever will fuck with. And I'm gonna be personally honest. And the reason why, yo, and she was like one of those like nerdy little fucker. She had a nerdy white name. She was a nurse practitioner actually. Her name was like Susan or Susie. No, her name was Susie. Yeah. Oh yeah. If you look at her, she looked like a regular white bitch. She was a freak. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I always tell sometimes y'all need that little tune up from another race. Sometimes, you know. Even you, Kwame, you know. I know Kwame be fucking with white bitches. Don't let Kwame fool y'all niggas. He could have that Mbutu type of name all he wants. He be fucking with white bitches. Oh, yeah, let that nigga go to Coney Island. Oh, those Italian girls. Let me tell you about them Italian girls. Them girls need hot combs. Don't let them bitches fool you. Think them bitches. Let me tell you something. Them bitches have African genetics inside them. That's why they got fat asses and big tits, and their hair gets coiled. I don't like to say nappy, but their hair gets coiled like blacks. You know, so don't let them niggas fool you. You know, so yeah, it is. There's some white bitches that can catch to catch a BBC at one time. Some of these bitches be wanting to catch BBCs out here, man. Man, I had this one white bitch, man. Yo, the hands, yo, full body, nigga. White girls be trying to trap them black men, but me, I already know the game. It's like, yeah, man, I just came here to get some pussy. That's it, man. You know. If you're a black American, then why does it do not think so? That your pussy on the run. I'm sorry if you don't get your pussy. I'm sorry you don't get no pussy anymore. You like 80 years old, man. You can't even be thinking about pussy. You dementia ass, nigga. Nigga, you got dementia. What are you talking about? Let me tell you something. Yo, my grandfather right now, my grandfather's like 85 and he's still out here in these streets. I'm gonna be personally, yo, this nigga be fucking, my grandfather still be fucking. He 85 years old. You know? I told my uncle one day, I was like, yo, one day we're gonna find my grandfather fucking probably dead in a fucking whorehouse somewhere. It is what it is. My grandfather like to fuck. The fuck? Shout out to my granddaddy. Love you, granddaddy. Yo, oh, it's like crazy too. I thought my granddaddy only had like 4 kids, but I found out this nigga got like 8 other kids. He had 4 more other kids. My granddaddy like to fuck, man. My other great granddaddy on my mama's side, that nigga got like 14 kids. That nigga died when he was like 92. That nigga was from Alabama. Yo. You consistently chase white women. I don't fuck with white women. I just name one white woman. This is the shit, Bring me that Benin. Well, that Benin woman you was talking about, that was her grandfather from Alabama. That Benin woman you keep saying is from Benin. Her father, her grandfather was from Alabama, Selma, Alabama, 1892. I'm telling you. What are you, high, nigga? This nigga's high. You know, this is why I always tell y'all niggas, don't listen to Shabaka. Shabaka's a dickhead. He's just mad because he has to use the blue chews to get his shit up, man. Ain't my fault, my nigga. Maybe if you was eating right, you know, maybe you could get pussy now and then, man, you know? Ain't my fault. Took care of yourself, nigga. Yeah, man. You supposed to have better genetics than I do, man. Fuck. I'm 40 years old, nigga. I look great. This nigga. Oh, my God. So Shabaka's mad now. I'm sorry, Shabaka. All right? I'm sorry. This nigga, he's going to have a hissy fit. Look at. I know I'm talking about that nappy hair. What nappy? What nappy hair woman? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? All my family has coil hair. My hair curls up. If I grew my hair up, it'll be all curls. The fuck? I don't got that African. It was that candy corn hair, man. Yeah, that hair's crazy, my nigga. Yeah, I don't got those African hairs and stuff. It's just know what it is. Those Africans don't take care of their hair, man. That's why y'all niggas, when y'all come to America, y'all get perms. You know? Y'all don't take care of it. Black Americans always took care of their hair. They always took care of their health. You know, so that's y'all problem. We lived off the land. Y'all did it, you know. You lived off the things that, you know, your ancestors, your forefathers in Africa told y'all not to eat. You know, so you can't get mad at Black Americans for that, man. You know, foundational Black Americans know how to take care of themselves, you know. Excuse me. But let's get back into this, you know. Who's the one you told she was? My mother's not Beninese, man. I'm telling you. What are you, high, nigga? I know fentanyl is rapid in fucking Harlem right now, but damn, my nigga. Like, what are you not listening to? I'm not talking about that nappy hair Benin woman. What are you talking? Nigga sees my hair. When I have my hair grow, you can see my hair is just curly. You know, but let's get back into it, because Shabak is he just talking to be talking. He's talking that old nigga shit. It makes why. You know, also we got to look at it too is it makes white supremacy look at its community. You know, we got to look at the white supremacy's community. You know, there is always, you know, drug use. There's always abuse in these white areas and stuff like that. Hatred, you know, and this is why you got to even look at it. The few times a black person that even moved or lived in these white communities, they were getting targeted. And some of these people were like foreigners. They were getting targeted, getting beat the fuck up, getting called nigger and stuff like that. And they don't even know what the fuck that is. They just think, oh, it's probably me, some black. Oh, the white colonizers and your Africans. What are you talking about? What white colonizers? Kwame, I mean, Shabaka, because I got good skin and I take care of myself. What do you mean? I take care of myself. I look good, man. You know, it just, you can't hate on a nigga because he takes good care of himself. Maybe you got to take better care of yourself, man. You know, put lotion on your ashy knuckles, on your ashy feet, man. Your feet shouldn't be looking like that, you know? And let me tell you the lotion I use Gold Bond. My Grammy got me using Gold Bond for my skin. If I'm not using Gold Bond, what's that blue joint that I use? I forgot what the blue joint I use, but yeah, that's, you gotta take care of your skin, Shabaka, man. You know, that's one thing my grandparents always taught me. Yo, you gotta take good care. You gotta take time off to take care of yourself. You know, you live longer. You know, less stress. Meditate. You know, I meditate. You know, it is. You can't hate. You can't hate on me because why if you're American, straight hair, niggas, dead slave. What do you mean? Black people always had good hair, Shabaka. I'm being personally honest. Black Americans always had good hair. We don't gotta be mixed to have good hair. Like, yo, what the fuck are you high? You know, like I said, my family has native in them, but it's just, nigga, what you expect? Like, if you see my great grandmother, or even my Grammy, if my Grammy wanted to grow her hair out would go down to here. Still, it's just we always had good hair, man. You know, is that a problem that black people got good hair? Like, let me tell y'all something too. Don't let these people judge you because you got good hair. Say like, oh yeah, you're like some blase blah, or you can have good hair. Black people always had good hair. You know, like we always had good hair. We didn't have like, you know, if you notice, let me ask you a question, Shabaka. When have you ever seen an African with a big afro like that? I have never. I have never seen an African who had hair like that long. I have never. Even to this day, I have seen them with dreads, but I never see with their hair out like that. You know, this is that self hatred. Yeah. So Shabaka hates himself, and it's sad because he's an old nigga. He's one of those old niggas that he's just a hate. He's a hater, man. He wants to hate on all black people because he didn't make it. You know, you try to do good work, but you sold your people sold you out, my nigga. Don't get mad because your people sold you out and you didn't have no backup plan, my nigga. You're always supposed to have a plan B or something. It's like, oh yeah, you nut up in a bitch. You got the plan B right there, here, baby. Yo, take this shit. We don't need no fucking bastards running around. Or we don't need no, $1 million babies running around here. You know, you could have swallowed this nut, or I could have just nutted on your face, baby. You know, it just be like that. You know, and I'm gonna say this. I don't put it this way. Even if I was like half white, what the fuck the problem is? I'm fighting for black causes. You know, I'm not gonna sell my people out, even if I was white. But I'm not. It's just, let me tell you something. He's just mad because I got good skin. Like I told you, Shabaka, you gotta take care of yourself. This stuff that I put on my face, if you see this area right here, this is all my face products, my body products, skin products. I got a little bit of fucking Jack over there, Jack Daniels, the honey, you know. Yeah, Shabaka hates himself, man. Like I said, it's sad, man. This is why I told y'all, like, maybe I think these immigrants need to get deported back, man, because they don't appreciate all the shit that black Americans has done for them. You know, they trying to sell us out. They're trying to basically tell us how to be black, and we've been black forever. They just became black when they got to this country. You know, they didn't even know that they were black. That's the crazy part, you know. Also, too, this is what we got to know about the white supremacists. Their hatred pours for black Americans in their communities. You might not see it, but when you leave, they will show it. Like, let me ask y'all a question. Do you think white people fully accept Candace Owens? They could show Marilyn Marco, what's her name, Meghan Markle, that they don't like her because she's not for them. She's for self, technically, but do you think she can do that? I mean, do you think Candace Owens can do that? They can't show Candace how they really feel about her. You know? What's his name? Nick Fuentes. They can do that with Nick Fuentes because Nick Fuentes is half white. He adapts with his white side more than he adapts with his Mexican side. So, and happy Mexican Independence Day. I think today's Mexican Independence Day or some shit like that, or some shit like that. So shout out to all y'all Mexicos, La Vida, Mexico, whatnot. And that's why you say nappy hair, and you know that's a derogatory term. Our hair is coiled. It's called coiled. That's why I never use the word nappy. I hate the word nappy. You know, I'd rather have somebody call me a nigger before I ever hear them say nappy. Call any black person's here nappy because I think it's very disrespectful. Um, Not every black woman have dreads. You know, the black of the bag. Shabaka, I know you be fucking with them white women. Don't sit there and be lying. Once you hit that island, that Coney Island, you be respirating for white pussy. So don't sit here and act like, oh yeah, black are the berry sweeter than Jews. You know, we know Shabaka. We know you be having a little fetish for white women. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. Some people like white women. You know, I don't see a problem with that. Only time I see a problem with it is when they're demeaning black women. If you have to demean black women just to be accepted by white people, I have a problem with that. Brian Darnolds, I have a problem with him and his ideology about black women. Charlie Kirk, same person. He act like we don't have smart black women. And if you ever notice, only people that hung around Charlie Kirk were mostly the private majority of people of non-white is Caribbeans and Africans. Like I said, they sold us out, you know? You know? But the next thing I'm gonna talk about is the immigrants defending white on white violence. Like, why is this shit happening? You know, like we got people like Shabaka. He defends that type of violence with white on white crime and stuff like that. He defends it because you know why? He always talks. He always makes it seem like there is no white on white crime. Like only black Americans are doing the crime. You know, like the immigrants want to. You gotta look at it. These immigrants want to be in this white world to get the benefits that the black community is not getting. Like, I really do believe that. I think that these people really want to be in these type of circles. You know, also these Africans and these immigrants, like all immigrants in general, they wanna be the agent for the white crimes. And the people I came up with were Pan-Africans, Africans, Caribbeans, Asians, and Latinos. The reason why I put Asian and Latinos, because if you ever notice, if you ever check their ethnicities, they always put white. They always put white. They would never put black. No, white man keeps burning down black American stuff. Oh, like we never talk about that and you denied it? When I said that, you started talking about all the hate and violence in the black community. We don't want you niggas splaining now. We don't want you niggas splaining. We been said that, Shabaka. You denied that shit was even happening. You denied that shit. Not me, you did. Also, I'm going to say it again. Like and subscribe and also comment. Comment in the live chat or just in regular comments. on how you feel, what you feel. Like with this first hour that I always do, I always talk about the bullet points I have, and I always answer y'all questions before we start these videos. But yeah, it's Africans do that, and also immigrants try to replace foundational Black Americans in America. I really do believe that, and the reason why, so they can have the history. Like Black America has a very strong, very unique history, an untold history. I personally think it's a very untold history. I do want to do a documentary on my culture, my lineage, starting from Alabama, and I want to do it while my grandparents are still alive. This is why I do donations and stuff like that. So when I do it, I think this is the first documentary I want to do. I do want to do, and this is why I always tell people, I do want to do my I do want to do my short film, but I think this documentary is more educational than it's more educational than more educational and more important than my short film. Because I feel like everybody should figure out what their culture is. You know, I'm just doing it on a broader point. You know, and if you also if you want to donate, the donation, I'm gonna put the donation in the live chat right now. Give me a second, everyone. I do it every like hour, every 35 minutes and stuff. So don't think I don't do it. I do. Mm, oh, yeah, you could do anyone. You could even do a super chat. The super chat is the first one. So, like I said, man, whatever you want, man. Definitely, I want to do more projects for y'all. That's. I want to do more than just live chat. To me, this is fun. I love doing this, but I like to do projects for y'all as well. The homeland of my homeland of my mother's is Boston. My grandmother is Selma, Alabama. My great grandmother is Selma, Alabama. My great great grandmother is Selma, Alabama. My great great grandfather is Selma, Alabama. My great grandfather is Selma, Alabama. My grandfather is Tuscaloosa. So I don't know what you're talking about, Shabaka. But that word African American is dead, Shabaka. I mean Kwame. We can't use that word no more. It's like the word retarded. We can't use it because it's not a medical word anymore. It's a derogatory word. So you got to, like I said, Shabaka, you got to respect the laws of the land. So the fuck what? Who do I know, Shabaka? Who do I know in Benin? I don't know nobody in fucking Benin. I don't know nothing. I respect most Benin people because they fought for their country before Nigeria sold them out like the Black Maroons did to Jamaica. But I wouldn't, Kwame. No, we don't do African American anymore. That African American is a vague word. You're not gonna clump us all up into one. What's his name? Fucking Elon Musk is an African American, right? Isn't he an African American, Elon Musk? And he's white as butter. He's from Africa. He's from America too, so it's on you. So don't. So don't use black. No, black isn't an interchangeable word. Black was always considered black Americans. It has never, no, it had nothing to do with Caribbeans. Y'all always called yourself Caribbean Americans. Yeah, they always called themselves African Americans. So when we started calling ourselves Black American, you're like, y'all always do. Y'all parasite off of Black Americans. Y'all parasites. Y'all are maggots. And I gotta be personally honest. This is how it's actually feeling right now. You know, it feels like y'all are parasites and maggots, man. You know, and I'm not trying to be hateful. It's just this is how it seems. Also, we got to talk about white supremacy never, never work well together. You know how also too we're going to talk about white supremacy not working well to each other. If you notice in history, white supremacy never worked well together. Don't forget, only time they could get together when there's a black face, when there's a black enemy. When there's not a black enemy, when there's not a black enemy, white supremacy is fighting each other. We could talk about the Boston Tea Party, the Boston Renaissance, the European Renaissance. You know, but when there's a black enemy, such as the black indigenous, no, it wasn't. It had nothing to do with Africans groups from Africa, Kwame. That was an American word. That shit has nothing. That had nothing to do with Europe nor nothing. That was a black word for us. That this is why I said Kwame. It's not true. You know, fool, you are African. You want me to be African. This is why. See, this is why I don't respect y'all old niggas no more. I respect some of y'all old niggas. One second. I don't respect y'all old niggas no more because you know what? Y'all so butt broke. Y'all niggas. And he has. This is the crazy part. He has no evidence of saying that I'm from Benin. You know, this is the crazy part. You want me to be from Benin? He said my mother was from Benin because she took a 23 and me. How accurate is that? But like Benin, like I was telling people, Benin is partially new. It was partially new. Just like Nigeria. Nigeria is technically is a derogatory name for fucking Africans. If you really want to be personally honest, I would take it as a derogatory term because they were never Benin in the 1900s. I mean, the Nigerians in the 1900s. So, yeah, Shabaka never makes sense. It's alright. He's an old nigga. He's like in his 80s too. So, he's like my grandmother's age. My grandmother's 85. Shabaka's like 83 probably. He keeps going on with these African things and stuff like that, and he want to be African so bad. It's crazy. This nigga been talking about he's been going. He want to go to Africa ever since the 1970s. How the fuck all these other black people went to Africa before you, Shabaka? You've been yelling, crying that we should be going to Africa for years. It's crazy, man. You know. But like I was saying, like white supremacy never, got along with each other. Also, too, I think because they have too many organizations, too many beliefs. Like I said, if there's no black face or no black race to battle, they're fighting each other. You know. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Shabaka's a white woman. I wouldn't be surprised if Shabaka is Kwame. Oh, jokes aside, I wouldn't be surprised if Shabaka is Kwame. You know, the bussy master over there. Kwame the bussy master. Your boy fucking, what's his name? Busta Rhymes is the Zest Monsters and you're the bussy master. Yo, this nigga, yo. I'm not DNA testing myself. That shit is stupid. It's not even. If I ever DNA test myself, I'm gonna say this. Yeah, Rachel Doza. If I ever DNA test myself, I'm gonna be personally honest. I'll look at it as a joke. Um, because I think you should do a genealogy before you do a DNA test. Because, like I said, everybody has African genes. You know, everybody came from somebody from Africa, but we just never, even white people. Um, but let's get back into what I was saying. But yeah, white people never really got along like that. They always have to fight each other. Uh, for example, gladiators. It was supposed to be a sports, but they enslaved their own people for their own pleasure. Sex, fucking, freaky deaky shit, fighting, war. It's just they were always ruthless to each other. Um I do, and I really do feel like this. I think the white supremacists is gonna kill each other off. Um and the reason why politically and this is for why. I think they're gonna run, and I think this is what's really going on with the white community. Um the white supremacy is running out of resources. Those resources is getting low, and they're starting to see the effect of it. Um, yeah, I think they're running out of resources. So this is why they're battling over political, political seats, political power, financial power, policies, bills. They're battling over this type of shit, you know, because at the end of the day, this is what's powerful. Like, if you notice, all of us talk about this shit, um, on these podcasts. This is what's really actually going on. Like, don't be surprised if resources is like leaking out. If you notice, a lot of people are going crazy all over the world, and they have to use Charlie Kirk because he got murked. You know, hey Charlie Shaw, salute, salute. We're having a decent show, definitely. Fucking Shabaka and Kwame are dumbing out, man. They going crazy right now. Shabaka's old asses. Shabaka, just calm down. We don't want you to have a fucking stroke, man. You know, you'll be fucking right blown through a fucking tube sooner or later. Stop that shit. You know. But like I was saying, Charlie Shaw, I think these white supremacists is running out of resources. This is why they fighting over political spots and political power and financial power. First of all, there's too many white groups, and they all white supremacy. None of that shit does have nothing to do with Black America. And the different people who are fighting over are Republicans, Democrats, the left wing, right wing, conservatives, liberals. Even white conservatives are turning on each other. MAGA versus fucking America First and shit like that. This is what, excuse me, this is what they're fighting over. This is the serious part of all of this stuff that is going on. And and this is why I say I think they're gonna kill each other off. I think they're gonna kill each other off. And this is why we've been saying that, like, yo, black Americans and other people are gonna run the country. I personally don't think white people are gonna last another 50 to 60 years. Or even 100. Put it this way, I don't think they're gonna be here in the next 150 years. I'm just being personally honest. I don't think they're gonna be here in 150 years. They're killing each other off. If they're not dying from diseases, um, they're bl- they're blowing each other up. They're fighting each other. Them niggas is going to jail. Like we seeing them fucking dumb out. You know, Africa's are reclaiming. No, y'all not. The fuck out of here. Y'all still riding the dick of fucking Abraham, and Abraham haven't done anything in the last 2 months. Like, the fuck are you doing? Like, and I'm gonna be personally honest, y'all African are doing some great, some Division One dick sucking of fucking Abraham, and y'all are not in that country helping them. Y'all just sucking this nigga's dick, and y'all ain't helping him. The fuck are you doing, Shabaka? You should be doing a podcast putting out this motherfucker's message at least. You should be on front, yo. You should be on. You should have your foot on the ground doing some shit. I have two questions for Shabaka and Kwame. Why do you Pan Africans waste so much energy on changing the mind of or arguing with people who will never lie whatever? Oh, that's easy. They can't do it without us. Black Americans has always been the cream of the crop. We have always, and that I'm sorry if I'm answering your question, Shabaka and Kwame. It's just y'all can't do it without us. They're not gonna be honest about it. They still talking about, oh yeah, we're reclaiming our country, nigga. Y'all should have been reclaiming y'all country in the 1960s when niggas didn't have all these type of weapons. The fuck? They should have been claiming all these weapons. They should have been claiming all this shit in World War II. I'm just being personal. When World War II was happening, they should have been claiming weapons. They should have been like a power country. Shalom, OC. Salute. Um, I just Africa's lazy. I'm gonna be personally honest. Africa is a very lazy country. You know, Pan Africans can talk about how beautiful their country is. Yeah, we can look at the sky and say, "Oh, that's a beautiful fucking." We're in a beautiful place right now. And you look down, you're in the projects. We can have beautiful places like that, but yo, their countries is unstable. Africa's always has been unstable. They've been unstable ever since they let the first European into that country. And let me tell you how bad it is. An African told me that they kept the Europeans out that country for 10,000 years because they were violent, savage, and they're fucking un they lie. He said the newer generations let them niggas in that country and they took that country. This is what an African told me. They told me this like almost 10 years ago. Until this day, they still repeat the same mistake. They still trust their oppressors. Facts, Charlie Star. You're right about that. He needs to go to Africa and worry about that. But the thing about Shabaka, he will never understand that they don't control that. They don't even control their own currency. They use European currency. You know? Facts. Those people, let me tell you something, OC. Those 4% of black people, let me tell you something. Them 13 million people that they said, I'm including the Latinos, the Portuguese in South America, the Caribbeans. Those people that they sold wasn't regular peoples that they sold. I actually really believe that in in Africa. I don't think they sold those. I don't think they sold regular people. And the reason why I don't think that is because even Africans, even though they got more African DNA than me and other people in America. Um, I think those were special people. I know I talk shit about Jamaicans and Haitians and all those other people, but I do think those were special people, and I don't think they should go back to Africa. I think if Africa, here comes the dumb Hebrew. No, I really do. Like Kwame, you don't think you're different from Africans? Like you think you're the same thing as those niggas in Africa? Y'all eat different, and let me tell you something. You got some, yeah, you got some of you got some of their culture, but at the end of the day, those are tribal cultures. Those are not country cultures. Those are tribal cultures. The tribe that I think they sold y'all niggas, I don't think those are those countries, and I don't think those are the culture in Africa. I'm just being personally honest. Like I really do believe that. Even look at the Brazilians. Them Brazilians took back that fucking country like that. They took the motherfucking warriors, man. They got busy. They got busy. They got them fucking Portuguese out that motherfucking country so fast, man. Those aren't your ancestors. Those niggas who sold you weren't. Those aren't your ancestors. Those niggas sold you for a reason. Them niggas sold you for some liquor, nigga. Them niggas sold you for some Remy Martin, nigga. You talking about, oh, yo, those are my ancestors. So your ancestor, your forefather, so your forefather brother sold you, nigga, and you cool with that shit, nigga. You lost your fucking mind. I don't think they sold regular people to these people in Africa. I'm just being personally honest. Give me a second, everybody. I haven't been looking at my phone call. All right, but yeah, it's and congratulations, Shabaka. You're not even from America, nigga. You from like Senegal or something. You're from Harlem, right? I think you're a Senegalese, honestly. Just how like y'all immigrated to the western part of Africa, I think you did that in Harlem. You know, it's not about this is where we differ from you all. We don't need the approval of acknowledgement or facts, Charlie Shaw. You're right about that. Facts. Yeah, just stay away. Like Kwame, just stay away from Black Americans. You don't even like Black Americans. You say, oh yeah, we brothers. Then you insult us, nigga. Get the fuck out of here. Africa. Let me tell you something. Africans are the real traders. Them niggas sold you, nigga. Them niggas sold those Caribbean people. They sold those Latinos and those Portuguese and stuff like that. I'm gonna be personally honest. That's why a lot of like Cape Verdeans, they don't like Africans. You go to Cape Verde, they don't fuck with Africans. Oh, I hate those Angolians. I don't like them Angolans. You know? But how do you know that they're from Yoruba, Kwame? Yoruba been mixed and mingled so much, we don't even know who is who anymore. Niggas is just telling y'all niggas y'all Yoruba. I'm not gonna listen to no scamming ass African telling me what tribe I am from in Africa. Like nigga, let's personally be honest. Them niggas lie. Them niggas lie about their own culture. The fuck? Them niggas them niggas is like you, Kwame. They can't tell the truth. I'm gonna be personally honest. But let's finish this so we can start some videos. The last thing I'm gonna say is the reaction of white on white crime. The white supremacists are being more violent now, man. They're committing more crimes in this world, and we're all seeing this. liberal and conservatives. I'm gonna say liberals and conservatives are doing it. What else? White supremacy are getting they're getting more ruthless and radical. They're getting more ruthless and radical, and I think personally, we should stay away from them. And the people who are being radical and they are getting target, um, and the people who are doing the targeting are liberals, conservatives, poor white trash politicians. What else? Immigrants. Immigrants are jumping into this too. Even the LGBTQIA people are doing it, and the people who are getting targeted are liberals, conservative. Like it's they're being the victim and they're being the suspect too. But the victims, the people who are trying to victimize these people, I mean, the people who are doing the victim, I mean, who are the victims in this are liberals, the innocent liberals, the immigrants, foundational black Americans, conservatives, immigrants, Jews, politicians, and the LGBTQIA. All of these people are getting targeted. But people in their group are doing the targeting too, So it's kind of weird and it's kind of like a mind fuck, but this is what's going on in this world right now. And this is why I told black people stay out that shit. Let them niggas kill themselves. Remember what's his name? Felipe say, the nigger problem is not our problem. I worry about my people. So we gotta do this. The white problem is not our problem. It is not our problem that y'all out here killing each other. You want us to have sympathy for y'all, but we can't have sympathy for a person who treated black people like shit. Only reason why he's there is because how he felt about black people. That's why niggas shit on fucking Thomas Jefferson. Thomas Jefferson was a piece of shit. He has always been a piece of shit. And black people always made that known. You know? Hold on one second. Yeah, black people always made that shit known, so it is what it is. Um yeah, defend yourself, yeah. But the first video I want to watch is Kwame's favorite person, Taik Nassid. Actually, you know what? We're not even gonna do his video first. Where's he at? The Saint. I think the Saint brings a different type of energy towards, you know, what these immigrants feel about black Americans. I wouldn't be surprised if this is Kwame.
It's a good point. I mean, Charlie Chuck Kirk has said that the Civil Rights Act was, not good. He said multiple other things that Martin Luther King was a mythological anti-racist,
Wow.
like verbatim. I agree with you. He said a lot of terrible things. So I guess my follow-up question would be: do you think what happened to him was okay? Because I mean, still just don't believe that that's ever acceptable to,
So what he's doing is deflecting. This is what you call deflecting, and this is why I have a problem with Africans and Caribbean people when it comes to this type of stuff, because they always deflect. Oh, you feel like this about us. You see how Kwame is. He's always talking about, oh yeah, you feel like this about us. No, we don't feel like this about you. You don't have nothing to hate on. We just want to delineate from y'all niggas because y'all doing too much. You're not falling in line with the black agenda. So you know what? You do your own thing, we do our own thing. And y'all have a problem with this. I hate when y'all deflect like this African right here is doing. And I'm gonna say this before they even start. I don't think and tell me if I'm right or wrong, Charlie. E will. I don't think the white supremacist is that dangerous. The most dangerous person I think is these immigrants, these coon ass immigrants. They're more dangerous than the white supremacists. Yeah, he does, Rando. You know, But I think these coon ass immigrants is more dangerous than these white supremacists. I personally have to be honest. Because they can shape shift and act like they're us. You know, stats aren't facts, especially since the white. Facts. Facts, OC. You know, give me a second. Excuse me. You know, and I'm glad you said that, OC, because you know what? A lot of these immigrants use these white facts and stats. Sorry, I said facts. Um, and I think it's very, very dangerous. We don't, but the thing about it, Black Americans don't need DEI. You know, and I'm gonna say this: even if they took DEI and we needed it, we'll build something up. We know how to survive without DEI. It's just y'all that don't know how to survive without DEI. Black Americans been just surviving without that shit for years. You know, the immigrants uh get to be mouthpiece for the white supremacists. Yup. Salute DJ X1. Salute. Black immigrants did this. Yeah. I know Kwame. They didn't send it, but at the end of the day, y'all was probably the reason why it was sent in DC.
Yeah, that's some, but obviously you seem to disagree. So I'm curious as to what your solution would be to people like him who perhaps hate manga, perhaps
I'll be
spread
right back.
lies, even if they are racist lies. What would your solution be?
I'm a true believer in freedom of speech. So I think everyone has the freedom to speak. I don't believe there should be a such thing as hate crimes. I think it's a strange concept. I believe that if you have proper laws on the books, laws for assault, laws for things like this, you don't need hate crimes. It's an unnecessary enhancement. So a Charlie Kirk would be permitted to speak. The fundamental solution to a Charlie Kirk is not to stop people from speaking. It's not to have draconian laws. It is to have a properly educated populace so that when people hear something that's patently foolish, they can say, oh, this guy's an idiot. Instead of saying, oh, well, okay, well, I see how that makes sense. Well, the reason that people listen to a Charlie Kirk and they can't put together how idiotic his arguments are is because they're uneducated. They're woefully uneducated. And that's the chief problem. And my driving force is to get to the root causes so that we can have real solutions or real fruit, right? We deal with the root and then it will bear fruit. The problem is that so often we deal with the outcomes as opposed to the true causes. And Charlie Kirk is not good for Black people. He's not good for white people. He's not good for thinking people. And my challenge to a Charlie Kirk, if I was speaking to him right now, is after he finishes telling me how Black women are fat, and they are, after he finishes telling me how Black people are intellectually inferior, after he finishes telling me how Black people are violent, which is an extraordinary claim coming from anyone who's white, after he finished, unless you're from like Albania or something, places that haven't had a significant empire or colonial footprint, after he finishes that, then I'd say, okay, let's take all those things as true. I have no need to argue against any of it. Let's say Black people are low IQ. Let's say that Black women are fat. What are you doing to fix it? And so you, as a Charlie Kirk acolyte, I'm going to put the question to you. What did Charlie Kirk do to fix the challenges that he describes Black people having?
What has he done to fix them? I mean, I don't believe he would personally want to fix them. Obviously, I think he's most definitely racist. But
Oh, okay. So the real challenge is this. You have me, the one who I can see what's going on. So the question isn't what to do with Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk's done, clocked out. But the real question is what to do with you, my boy. What to do with you.
This is the thing that I always worry about. Put your top 10. Kwame, you're not Black. You're Caribbean. You're Caribbean. You know. Yeah, you're Caribbean. It's You can't, Kwame, you can't compare your black scholars with, well, your Caribbean scholars with black scholars. You can't do that. And the reason why, because we're so surpassed, we're so elite, it's, you're not going to win, you know? And plus, your country hasn't really done anything, you know? It's just like, put it this way, your country just started being known. Yeah, they just started being known. Your country is so fucked up is because y'all niggas keep coming over here and not fixing your country. You're actually becoming a problem.
Because you fence sitters, you overseers. Do you know what an overseer is?
As in someone who watches over other people.
No, the overseer.
What do you mean, as in relation to racial?
When some of the whites in America enslaved all of the blacks in America, and they would force them to toil from sun up to sundown under harsh circumstances, there was someone called an overseer who would enforce that everyone was doing as the enslaver told them to do. No breaks, no complaints, focus on your work. The overseer, of course, would crack the whip. He would report to the master. He was the one that collaborates with white supremacy.
Kwame.
He's an apologist.
That's what most of y'all immigrants are, like Kwame, Shabaka. They will be considered an overseer for the white supremacists. Because I do think Kwame is a white supremacist. And he does have certain points where Kwame acts white. Kwame will be considered as an overseer because at the end of the day, Kwame would never accept our lineage. Kwame will never accept our culture. Kwame will always try to steal our culture. This is what the white supremacist has. Oh, yes, a Steven. Thank you, Rando. Kwame will be a Steven from Django. You know? Kwame dumbs out for white supremacists. We have been talking about the white supremacists this whole time. Kwame been trying to start a conversation up to divide black people even more. Blacks and Caribbeans and Africans more. Sorry. And he talks about American per capita. It's capita, but I say kappa. Those are just racist talking words. Per capita is a racist white word, you know? So, yeah, it is what it is.
Of the system, a defender of the system. He's not a slave master. He ain't up that high. He's not the slave master. He's not even in the slave master's family. He's not benefiting directly, but he speaks on behalf of the slave master. He speaks to validate the system and uphold its existence, to maintain its life, just like you speak to maintaining Charlie Kirk's life. So you would be the overseer. So the question is, for the peoples who would like to live free, the good peoples, what do we do with you?
I mean, addressing what you're saying, listen, obviously Charlie Kirk said a lot of bad things, but you got to understand that.
No. You're about to say something else. I'm saying, what do we do with you?
What do you do with people like me who you believe are overseers? Who
Not you, we. No, what do we, those who would like to live free and peaceful, what do we do with you?
So what do we do with immigrants like Kwame? Now let's listen.
I'm not asking you that. I'm just asking, what do we do with you?
What's the context of the question? Like,
I just told you. I just said you are the overseer. I explained everything clearly, and I'm saying, what do we do with you?
Kwame Shabaka. And this is a question that we have to use just through certain things, like even Kwame Shabaka. You see how they defend white supremacy, how they defend other immigrants talking shit about us, how we use, you know, how we support our culture, our lineage, and how they just try to take our culture and our lineage and keep it for themselves. Now let's see how this immigrant answers this question, and this is how Kwame and Shabaka answers this question. Any of our questions.
I mean, I disagree with the premise of your statement. I don't believe I'm an overseer. I don't believe.
I understand you don't believe that you're an overseer. Just like, for example, Muslims, they don't believe that Jesus is God, and Christians don't believe that Jesus is not God. They have different beliefs, and you accept what the other's belief is. So I'm accepting what your beliefs are, but I'm saying, what do we do with you? Like, if you are what I said you are, what do we do with you?
Um, Again, I'm gonna stick with the same premise that I had coming on in that debate is always the way. I don't know if you're trying to lead me towards an answer that's more extreme, but I always believe in, if you disagree with someone, you can
Debate.
point it out and make them look,
Fascinating.
and you can make them look bad, or you can show them that they're wrong, or show the audience that what they're saying is silly or doesn't make sense.
Yes.
I don't know if your statement is that there should be something more severe that happens to people who you believe are overseers, rather than just pointing that out and demonstrating it to people who are
What
watching.
is your name, young man?
Addy,
Addy.
ADE.
Addy. Addy, I want you to know your nature is beautiful. It's soft, it's open, it's caring, it's accepting, it's loving. And Addy, your nature in particular is the exact same reason that blacks were enslaved in mass, that blacks were colonized in mass. And you still have the same nature of the black that was victim. And I pray that your nature, your mentality, your culture, and your thinking.
Did you just hear what he just said? Watch this.
Them look bad, or you can show them that they're wrong, or show the audience that what they're saying is silly or doesn't make sense.
Yes.
I don't know if your statement is that there should be something more severe that happens to people who you believe are overseers, rather than just pointing that out and demonstrating it to people who are
What
watching.
is your name, young man?
Watch this,
Addy,
everyone.
ADE.
Addy. Addy. Addy, I want you to know your nature is beautiful. It's soft, it's open, it's caring, it's accepting, it's loving. And Addy, your nature in particular is the exact same reason that blacks were enslaved in mass, that blacks were colonized in mass. And you still have the same nature of the black that was victim.
Now, Kwame, Shabaka, you are this person that this man talks about. Shout out to Marquette. That was absolutely on point. This is how most of y'all Pan Africans, y'all African immigrants, y'all Caribbean immigrants, how y'all really feel about black Americans. Y'all are the reason why some of these people are over here. Y'all are the reason why some of these black people are over here because of y'all.
And I pray that your nature, your mentality, your culture, and your thinking dies with you. I really do. It's extraordinarily dangerous
Thank
to a
you.
freedom-loving people, but it's great for an enslaver. So if I was Charlie Kirk, I'd love to see black people like you think you can debate me while I'm getting this noose ready. You're going to debate me? No. Let me tell you 3 reasons you shouldn't string me up in that tree, boss. While I'm getting the whip ready to lash across your back. Let me tell you 3 reasons you shouldn't enslave me again. 'Cause
Kwame,
debate works, right? That's, if we're Palestinian, we can debate the Zionists because debate works. Monsters with no morality, debate works. Let's explain to Netanyahu why they should not take the land of the Palestinians. Let's debate Netanyahu on why it's not good to kill children. Because debate is, you just explain, and then the monster's like, oh, like, for sure. I now have changed my mind. I agree with you, little black guy from UK, but really from what, Nigeria? Where, you're folks from Nigeria? Where are they from? Ghana?
See, living in the UK,
Is
but
it Ghana? Where is it? Nigeria. I'm good. Damn, I'm good. I'm really good. Marquette is the greatest. So yes, little black guy who's from UK, but you're really to me, Charlie Kirk, you're really just Nigerian. So little Nigerian guy, yeah, you've persuaded me because I look at you as a human. Yeah, I look at you as equal to me, the white guy who's constantly explaining how you're inferior. And because I view you as an equal to me, the one that I call low IQ, I'm going to let you, the low IQ one, explain things to me and persuade me in a debate to treat you like a human, even though I fundamentally don't think that you're a worthwhile human. That makes perfect sense. Perfect sense. Do you not ever sound insane to yourself, or is that just to me you sound insane? Do you ever like listen like, damn, I don't sound realistic?
I'm being honest. I genuinely don't think what I'm saying is bad. I think it's
Yes.
genuinely
Well,
truthful.
let me
I
tell
love
you
what
this.
you said, but I just
Let me tell you this.
mentally.
People like you with love, like, because I don't think you're an evil person. I just think that stupidity is evil. And as much as that is the case, you are just as dangerous.
But yo, Shabaka, I'm gonna say this. But people like you, Shabaka, are helping with the killing. People like you and Kwame are helping with the killing. I honestly have to say that. I'm gonna be personally honest. You people like you and Kwame are helping with killings of Black Americans. Cause you're the people that hide. Excuse me. You're the people that hide. Is it?
As Charlie Kirk, who is just as dangerous as Adolf Hitler. To be the one who is the enslaver, clearly dangerous. To be the one who is the overseer for the enslaver, ooh, insidious, nasty work. It's nasty work because some people might look at you, Adi, or whatever. I don't know. You're Nigerian. You're not white. You don't have a white name. I can't say your name because it's not white. It's like Nigerian. So since we're not Nigeria, I'll just pretend as though I can't pronounce it, since I'm a white. So people like you, you're nasty work because some blacks might look at you and think you're one of them, but really you're one of me.
Kwame, y'all niggas run away from your country. Y'all cosplaying of being blacks for the last 20 years. Ever since, and this is when y'all started telling everybody your culture. When Tariq Nasheed started putting out Hidden Colors. That's when y'all started having all this cultural empowerment. All of a sudden you hate him now. I think all of y'all are just frauds. Y'all frauds. Y'all always want help. Y'all been using black, and y'all haven't done anything yourself in this country. Everything you do was influenced by Black Americans. I'm just being personally honest. Then when y'all got what y'all want because of our help, y'all turned on us and y'all wanted to become white. That's why most Jamaican women, they go out with white men. That's why a lot of Jamaican men go out with white women. Haitians go out with white men. Haitians go out with white women. Most of y'all are race mixing. Y'all ain't gonna be pure no more. I'm gonna say this. In the next 20, 30 years, most of y'all gonna be mixed. Most of y'all Haitian people are gonna be mixed. Most of y'all Jamaicans is gonna be mixed. How does it feel being fucked by 3 Europeans? Huh, Kwame? How about that? How does it feel? Actually, let me ask you a question. Ask your ancestors, how does it feel to be fucked by 3 men? To get gang raped by 3 men? How about that, Kwame? How does it feel Jamaica being the first Epstein Island? How about that? I could get disrespectful. No, most of y'all niggas in New York are fucking with white women. Let's not do that. My buddy, my pal, my dude, Tyson Bedford, he loves white women. There's nothing wrong with. Well, he also a Chinaman too, but he loves white women. Busta Rhymes, well, he like white men, but again, this is what you'll do. African Bombada, he loved the little boys. Y'all were always into that weird shit. So let's not do that, Kwame. Y'all have skeletons in y'all closet, and it's disgusting. Bombada, and y'all defended Bombada for years. For years. Oh shit, that's fucked up. I don't think he's gay, but that's still funny, E. Will.
You're my spawn. You're my creation. And I appreciate you. Are you a Christian?
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. Thank you. Does your mom have a white Jesus in her house? Picture. Be honest. Be honest. Somewhere you've seen a white Jesus in your mom's house. Be honest.
No, but we do go to church. I mean,
Oh, okay. The white Jesus is in your church? Okay, very nice. But you don't think your mom has a white Jesus anywhere in the house?
no, I
That's
don't.
damn it. We didn't get you as good as we could have. But you go to church Sundays and you worship a white Jesus, right?
I mean, Christianity was there before.
No, I'm just asking. I'm just asking. In your church, is there a white Jesus?
No, there's not a picture of white Jesus. It's
I mean, you
Pentecost.
said you don't have to start lying now. You just said that there was a white Jesus. There's not
No,
white
no,
Jesus.
no,
I need
no,
to
no.
know.
There's no white Jesus. But I know the point you're
Damn it.
making is that.
I thought we had you all the way. I thought we had you all the way.
I know. What
Because our effort is to rob you of what you are. We don't want you to follow the ism. Be yourself. Be good to yourself. Be good to good people. Be yourself. We don't want you to know who you are. We want you to be just like us. If you have a unique name, like a Nigerian name, we want you to have a name.
That's a lie, Kwame. Black immigrants love white America. They have so much love for America. No, not necessarily, because we're gonna watch a video, Kwame. So I want you to keep that same energy.
Like John, Paul, James, a white biblical name, an English name, an anglicized name. And if your name is not one of those things, then we will pretend as though we cannot pronounce it. So what is your name? What's your name?
my name is Adi, but
No, your name is Toby. What is your name?
okay, I see what
No, your name is Toby. What is your name?
I'm telling you, I don't.
It's
agree with
Toby. It's
your
Toby. Just
principle. I don't
Toby.
agree with it.
Get the whip. Get the whip. This want to act up. Listen,
I mean, do you think
Listen.
that you are acting like that when you criticize
Toby.
like,
Toby.
contract-
1 second, Toby. 1 second. Just real quick. Okay. You live in the UK, bruv. You're a Christian just like the whites in the UK, bruv. You dress like them. What was your religion? Like, what's your tribe? Was it Igbo?
Yoruba.
Yoruba.
Oh,
Nice. Yoruba.
remember that,
What was their
Kwame?
religion before Christianity or Islam?
Games. I think it was some form of polytheistic or
You,
somewhere.
you think? You think?
I looked into
Oh
it.
shit.
You haven't looked into it. Oh, so what you're saying is,
Stokely
Marquette, you're right.
Carmichael
They've
loved white
separated me from what I am. You maybe don't have to follow it, but
Stokely Carmichael looked like he likes white men too. So I just want to tell you, Kwame.
damn, you don't even know. You don't even know the history of your people. And I'll tell you why it's so sad, Toby. Toby, it's very, very sad because the Black Americans, they were ripped away from their history and they were forced not to know their history. It was robbed of them knowledge of self. You voluntarily decided to not know who you are, Toby. And the reason you don't know your
Kwame.
own religion is because you've taken out the time to learn my religion. Me, I'm Charlie Kirk, the white, the Christian. And you've taken out time to study my religion, but you didn't study your own. That's fascinating, Toby. Do you speak Yoruba?
No.
Toby. So you're telling me in 2025, where you could very much so have like a second language, speak Yoruba and English, you're like, my history, it's irrelevant. I don't need that. I don't need to know my own religion. I don't need to know the history of the land from which I come. I don't need to speak the language of my forefathers. I'd rather just pretend they don't exist. Toby, you are me. Say it with me. I am white.
I mean,
Say
I
it.
understand what you're saying.
No. Just say it. I am white. Okay, just real quick. Okay, try this. This might feel better. Say, I am a white supremacist.
And this is why I call you a white supremacist, Kwame. It's the fucking reason why I call you a white supremacist. You do the same thing, Kwame. You use these same white talking points. You use the same white attitude like this little African guy does it. You get mad at little kids from back in the days that called you an African booty scratcher. But the thing about it, I'm going to say this, Ebo, he has to violate him. And the reason why we have to violate people like him, because at the end of the day, this is the nonsense that they push. They push this trash, this ignorance. We have to. Like when I talk about Kwame, when I talk about him and his forefathers getting buck fucked by white men and stuff like that, I know it hurts Kwame's feelings. Because his warrior class of people are getting fucked. And he knows I'm telling the truth. Now he wants me to prove it. Them niggas was getting let me tell you, them Jamaican men were getting golden showers. And the thing about it, I feel more bad for Kwame because at the end of the day, he can't accept that his people were victims. Black American can say, yo, our people was victims of white supremacy. And you know what Kwame will do? He'll make fun of that. This is why I say don't trust these immigrants. Send them back. Let them defend their country. They got all this warrior spirit and all this other stuff. Send them back to their country so they can fight. Send them back to those countries so they can build. But they can't build by themselves because they had all these resources that Black America fought for. Fuck Stokely Carmichaels. That feel better, Shabaka? Fuck Stokely Carmichaels. He was a loser. He was a grifter. He was a white supremacist. Just like your boy Dr. Umar. He's a white supremacist. It is so bad right now that black churches are fighting back against Charlie Kirk. Why you think you didn't hear that much about what's his name? Charlie Kirk in the black churches? One lady said she walked out her fucking church when they started doing this cooning shit. This is cooning at its best right now. This is cooning Division 2. This is Division 2 cooning right now. Look at him. I'm surprised this nigga ain't showing no teeth.
Nah.
No, you are. Toby, say it. I am a white supremacist.
How is criticizing? I mean,
gosh,
you believe
that's a shame. I'm just trying to get you, Toby. I'm just trying to get you to the truth.
I mean, I'm being
our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, the truth, the light, and the something else.
Black people too. It doesn't make you overseer white. Just because.
What was that?
I mean, you criticize black people too, like trying to.
I do criticize black people, Toby. But you know what I don't do? Do you know what I don't do, Toby?
What?
I don't come on as a mouthpiece for white supremacists who hate black people. That's number one, Toby. And then number two,
And that's what Pan-Africanism is. That's why Pan-African always has been the white mouthpiece for Black America. I mean, for white America. This is why we watched that video where what's my man's name? 19 Keys. When 19 Keys said Pan-Africanism is a white supremacist group. It was funded by the CIA. All of a sudden, we're getting culture from fucking Africans who live in mud huts. We're getting advice from motherfuckers who can't even build their fucking country. We get information from people who bleaches their skin twice a week. Hell of a game they playing. Yes. Yes. You're right, Rando. We get information from niggas like this. Niggas who's proud to flee their country. People who's proud when white people down their people. Supposedly their people.
two, Toby, I do not criticize Black people without also lifting them up. So I might chastise with one hand and lift up with the other hand. And both are needed. But what I don't do the work of the devil, Toby. I do God's work, but I don't do the work of the devils. I don't criticize Black people and speak the talking points of white supremacists. Mm-hmm. And what I also don't do is I don't shed my own culture in favor of the culture of another people. There's nothing wrong with Christianity if you're a white Christian. There's nothing wrong with speaking great English if you're an Englishman. There's nothing wrong with any of the things I pointed out if you're Charlie Kirk. But if you're a Black person who's from Nigeria, knows not the language of the Yoruba, knows not the history, not the religion, it would seem as though you're just another lost nigga and they've taken everything from you and you let them. You study what they have for you to learn, but you didn't try to figure out who you are. You figured out who they are. You know it perfectly, but you know not who you are. It's a shame. You don't think like, damn, this is kind of embarrassing. I had the opportunity to learn who I am. It's as simple as a Google study and a YouTube video, but I didn't take out the time because I don't care about me. That doesn't blow your mind?
I mean, there's not much you can do looking at the history of Nigeria. And the British came to Nigeria, and that's where they got all of the people who they brought to America. So
look at Shabaka. Thank you, Shabaka. I want to thank you so much. I want to thank you so much because you know why? What my cat is talking about, you're doing right now. Your whole history was taken away from you. You give yourself some type of Ubuntu name. Probably means fucking giraffe fucking stripes. Or zebra stripes or some shit like that. Or polka dots or whatnot. And you do this. You do this, Shabaka. You do the same thing that this little African kid is doing right there.
Kind of colonized Nigeria. And
Are you suggesting that Nigerian history started with British colonization?
No, it didn't. But the way colonization works is they, replace the culture, they destroy the culture. They do in like India, for example.
Oh, fascinating.
The British went to India, founded the East Indian Company, looted it, extrapolated the resources, and they did the same in Nigeria.
I'll tell you the difference, though. I know many Indian people. I've had many Indian business partners and employees, and I've even laid with some gorgeous Indian women. I don't know one Indian person who does not speak a language that is from India. They're going to speak Hindi. They're going to speak something. I do not know one person that does not.
Hey, Shabaka, how many African languages you know? You too, Kwame, how many African languages you know? This is nuts, and I gotta say this is nuts because at the end of the day, we see white supremacy being broken down at its best, and it's by an African. These are these people that uses these white talking points. I had to tell a staff member, I was like, yo, you use white supremacy talking points. You do white supremacy shit. This is why I would never, and this is why I always tell people all the time, this is why I never save Africans. I might have fell in love with a few African women, but I probably wouldn't even save them. Not now, not no more. We already seen the proof of the Pan Africanism. You were co-opted by the CIA, Shabaka. You were co-opted by the CIA. I wouldn't be surprised if you're a CIA agent. You and Kwame.
Speak a language that is from India. Who is Indian? Did you know that? I bet all the Indian people you know as well probably speak Hindi or something else that's from India. Furthermore, I don't know one Indian person who is not practicing a religion that is not in India. Like most of the ones I know could just be me. They are Hindu or they're practicing a religion that makes them a vegetarian, and they have all this like what's the other lovely religion that's escaping me right now? It's a great book. Sikhs. I know Indians who are Sikhs. I know Indians who are Hindu. These are Indian religions, my boy, even after colonialism. But you, Toby, you seem like you just really latched on to colonialism. Here's the difference. You know, when they're forcing it on you, that's one thing. But when they're not forcing it on you and you're saying, feed me, feed me, feed me more white supremacy, and you're
Pan Africanism. They had fed Pan Africanism to us. A lot of people soaked onto it. I think it's a white supremacy movement. And I might even go that far and say that about Pan African movements. I know a lot of y'all niggas ain't gonna like me because I said that, but I think it's a white supremacy movement. It teaches black Americans to hate themselves, to hate where they're from. Yeah. Yeah, he's probably fleeing to Atlanta to go see his boyfriend. Yeah, you didn't hear Kwame found a new love in Atlanta after all that shit he was talking about Atlanta about high HIV and all this gay shit, and he's in Atlanta right now, getting his cheeks busted.
seeking it out and studying it and worshiping it every Sunday. That's you. That's not the British. You ain't getting colonized right now. You're colonizing yourself. So your example makes literally no sense because, truth be told, if I had the great privilege of being, say, Yoruba or Ibu or Xhosa or Zulu or anything you could name, I'd be a scholar of that. I'd also be a scholar of the British. I mean, were a brilliant people, but I'd for sure know my history because it's a privilege to have a history like yours wasn't erased. So you don't have it because you're lost. And you also won't admit that you're lost and then start trying to become found. You're not going to find yourself unless you search.
That
But
nigga
you're telling me
Shabaka's
that
about to
Nigerian
crash
history
out.
begun with British colonization, and that's extraordinary. And the reason, Toby, I knew only lost would show up because real don't support a Charlie Kirk. They damn sure don't defend a Charlie Kirk. Now, real might not celebrate the death of Charlie Kirk. That's kind of crazy, but they damn sure ain't gonna show up and try to show out for somebody who viewed them as little more than an incompetent, overweight, violent monkey. You should be ashamed to even show up to defend something like that.
I mean, hey, that's your opinion.
No, those are called the facts, actually. But like the facts, like you don't know your religion, you don't know your real language, you don't know your own history. Those are called the facts, Toby.
But it's a matter of like assimilation when you move into a country or you move to another country.
Assimilation.
You know,
No. I'll tell you what assimilation is. I have some great examples of assimilation. For example, I know a gorgeous Ukrainian woman I used to deal with. Beautiful. She moved into Poland and she is assimilated. She speaks a little bit of Polish. She eats pierogies and, is blended into the society quite well. She's not adopted their religion. She has not forgotten how to speak Ukrainian, and she still thinks Ukrainian food is better and cooks Ukrainian food from scratch. Assimilation is not you.
That actually got me thinking. Kwame, why don't you talk patois? If I'm saying it right. You got no Jamaican accent. Nigga, you're cut off from your culture. You're cut off of your culture. You too, Shabaka. You're cut off of your culture too. You talk like a black man. You talk like a black American. Are y'all embarrassed of your culture? None of y'all niggas don't know no languages. If y'all move to Africa, how the fuck are y'all gonna move around if they don't speak English? Shout out to Marquette, man. He's a one of the greatest. He's gonna be, put it this way, when he passes away or when his time comes, he's gonna be one of the greatest scholars that we have ever seen. He's gonna be one of the scholars that we ever seen because you know what? He has given us tough love. He has given us a rude awakening. And don't get me wrong, I love those women. Those women are a little, got more cushion for the push. And I don't like them little skinny minis like that. I gotta be personally honest. More pushing for the cushion for me. I like them black women like boom, boom. I could just hit off the wall and stuff, booty shake, boom. Oh yeah, you know, that's just me. But it comes a time when we gotta cut y'all niggas off. Shabaka, we gotta cut you off, man. And the reason why we have to cut you off is just because you're a piece of shit. I gotta be personally honest, Shabaka. You and Kwame are a piece of shit. You know, y'all are not good for Black America. I think you're personally a cancer to Black Americans. You give us false hope. You can't tell the truth. It's sad, man. It's very, very sad.
Releasing that which you are, Toby. Come on now. Come on, Toby. Listen, you don't have to fight it because when you're fighting this truth that I'm sharing, all I'm trying to do is bring you back to you. I'm trying to introduce you to you. But you're fighting me so hard, like, boy, Marquette, God damn it, I will not be Black. I will not be Nigerian. I will not figure out what is Yoruba. What's the language? What's the history? What's the religion? No, I am an Englishman. I'm an Englishman, darling. Pip, 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 cheerio. Let's have tea and crumpets. Do you not think that there's a good number of white folks in UK or America, Charlie Kirk fans, that look at you as little more than an incompetent, violent, aggressive ape? Are you aware of that?
I don't doubt that there's some people are extreme in their rhetoric and extreme in their beliefs, but fundamentally what I'm saying is that, as I said, assimilation.
You keep escaping the truth, but I'm saying, do you not realize that most of Charlie Kirk's viewers look at you that way?
I mean,
it's hard to accept.
Amount do, but no, I wouldn't say majority.
Oh, you wouldn't say the majority. You see, the challenge, the reason that you're blind is because when you're around, they don't say it. They wait till you leave. That's why you're a little bit deluded. You see, you think that you're the same. You think that you're one of them. Like, yeah, we're conservatives. And I'm not a liberal. They're psychopaths. But you think that you're like one of the boys. And when you leave, they talk about you and they don't invite you to certain things. You think that the British, who colonized all of the colored peoples, including your people, you think now they think that you, the colonial subject, is equal to them? You believe that?
I mean, as I said, some people don't, some do. There's of course going to
Ah,
be
yes, but we're talking about Charlie Kirk and his supporters. You see consistently he spoke ill of blacks
you
like
don't
you,
feel like
right?
Candace Owens, he's debated multiple times with her. A couple of years ago, they went on a tour to college campuses and debated. You don't think he'd see her as an equal?
So, wow, you're very hopeful. You're very hopeful. I like that. You're very hopeful. So, I just want you to know, and I
That
want
nigga,
everyone watching to know, you're a sweet
yo, yeah, that nigga Shabaka's crashing out on me. Yo, this is so. I'm gonna say this, Shabaka. You're so sad, man. I never said the immigrants is our enemies. I said we got to be careful with most of them. The reason why I always say we gotta be careful with most of them because not most of them are genuine towards our culture, our trauma, or not even trying to help if they don't benefit from
young man.
it. Shout out to
You're a
Rando.
very hopeful, loving young man, but ignorance and stupidity is evil. And it is upon good men to eradicate evil. And just as dangerous as an Adolf or a Charlie Kirk, you are as dangerous, but probably worse because you look like us, but you are not on our team. You're not on our side. And that's why I want everyone watching to know that I always tell you guys that the ism is not a racial thing. I'm not for black people, I'm for good people because there's some black people who are not good people, like Lil Nas X, um, you, and it's not because you're malicious, it's because you're so lost, young man, and you will never be found because the inferiority has been pushed into you so deeply. It saddens me really because you can't be saved. You're too far gone because you would sit here and argue on behalf of your colonizer, argue on behalf of your enslaver. You're not talking about a regular white guy. Like, for example, I've done business with a lot of white women, white men. I have friends who are white women, white. Hell, I have people in my family who are white people. And any one of them I would defend on the basis of their goodness. Yes. But if they were a racist and they're spewing out hatred about black people, never helping any black person, I would never defend them. And those are people I know. Those are people I'm actually familiar with. But you set out to defend a stranger who hates you, and that just shows us what you think of yourself. You hate yourself as well.
I've got one final thing to say in that, I understand what you're saying, but people
No, no,
like
no, no, no. You don't understand. But
no,
you've heard me. You heard me. You can say I heard what you said, but you understand.
That's crazy. Facts. Go on, Rando. I'm gonna play an X video where Tether was crying because of Charlie Kirk. This shit is crazy. I I don't think I would ever seen this shit in a million years. I'm gonna be personally honest. I would have thought I would have never seen this. Give me a second, everyone. All right, where's he at? Who's the lady? My God. My God, Charlie. Charlie. Oh my God. Shit is crazy. Oh no, my God. Oh my God. Charlie doesn't deserve this. What is going on? What is going on? 31-year-old, beautiful wife, 2 children, now he's gone. This is crazy. This is evil. This is not acceptable. This is evil. Why? So we have become
have so divided in this country that people don't have political opinion. People have taken it upon themselves to kill anyone that speaks truth. Doesn't Charlie have the right to speak the truth, irrespective of the fact whether you
This shit is fucking.
agree
I cannot.
on what he said?
Yo, I cannot make this shit up. Why the fuck would I want to live amongst these type of people? Y'all niggas is crazy. You think I'm gonna live around an African like this in Africa? A fucking sellout? This is a fucking coon. She is a fucking coon. She deflected. Niggas was not laughing at this nigga's death. We said we don't give a fuck about this nigga because at the end of the day, all the fucking racist shit that he spewed.
I know what he believes. What kind of word is this? This is not America. This is not the kind of America we dream for our children. Charlie is gone. Confirmed by President
I can't
Trump.
make this shit up.
Oh my God.
I
this
cannot
is
make this shit
unfair.
up. This shit is
This
crazy.
is evil.
And this bitch come from a war-torn country. She talk
The
about evil.
media has done this. The leftists have done this. They have ridiculed this man for years.
That shit's crazy. But let's listen to a real nigga. Let's listen to the real nigga.
To be assassinated. But I'm overwhelmed seeing the flags of the United States of America at half-staff calling this nation to honor and venerate a man who was an unapologetic racist and spent all of his life sowing seeds of division and hate into this land.
That's how a
And
real
hearing
nigga talk.
people with selective rage who were mad about Charlie Kirk but didn't give a damn about Melissa Hortman and her husband when they were shot down in their home tell me I ought to have compassion for the death of a man who had no respect for my own life. I am sorry, but there's nowhere in Bible where we are taught to honor evil.
Shit's crazy.
And how you die does not redeem how you lived. You do not become a hero in your death when you are a weapon of the enemy in your life.
No, 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 no. That wasn't us. That nigga's Caribbean. That was an African woman. And like I said, we have our coons. We don't try. Let me tell you something. If Justin Jefferson is a foundational Black American, that's our coon. But we're not gonna make up no fucking excuses for him trying to fuck this dead man's wife. I personally think he's gonna try to fuck his dead man's wife. And I know you're spazzing out because you seen that coon ass fucking Nigerian woman crying. But that's the country you're going to, and you gotta live with it. You gotta live with it. You know?
You had to go steal a white person's slot to go be taken seriously.
For as a huge
Not
my life, like, oh, you weren't even that good of an NBA player. Well, some of you to come on, I'm in the Hall of Fame, so what you say about that, I don't give a damn.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have to understand that
Let
this
'em know.
country is not just for you.
Well, now tune in to the Dark Times channel.
And so here we go again, back with another one. Welcome back to the Dark Times
Facts.
channel.
And I want to go ahead and chime in on Ray Allen, aka Jesus Shuttlesworth.
Roll call. My name is Jesus. Yeah. I am the man. Yeah. What's up with these questions? Yeah. About my plan.
They may let me out on early parole.
So that's what this is all about, huh?
That's a part of it. That's
Jake, you just like everybody else.
Like everybody else. I ain't like everybody else. Everybody else ain't your father.
And recently, Ray Allen opened up on his timeline, and he shared some of the vitriol that he received and some of the backlash that he received for having a similar reaction to how a lot of us reacted to the passing of Charlie Kirk. Go ahead and take a listen.
I thought we got past the shut up and dribble people. Shut up and dribble. You don't know anything about politics. Shut up and dribble. Like, so when you guys come into my space and tell me to shut up and dribble, one, let's just break this whole shut up and dribble down. I don't play basketball anymore. So you just only see me as somebody that needs to be dribbling. That's my only worth or my only contribution to society. Not to mention, I have businesses that I pay a lot of taxes on. I've paid a lot of taxes in my career. I mean, I've seen amounts of taxes. You know, obviously I own homes in different places where I have to pay taxes. And I have charities. So government and the things that happen in local government affect everything. But because I may say something that triggers you, remember, my opinion is not your opinion. If you don't like my opinion, unfollow me. And this, I don't even say that from, you know, an offensive point of view. It's easy. Like, I'm listening to all these right-wing extremists talk about DEI and empathy's bad and, you know, get these people out of the country. Like, you know, that's how you feel. You have every right to feel that way. I don't agree with you, but I'm not going on nobody's wall and cursing them out and sitting there. That's how you feel. Great. I'm just going to encourage people to look after people, to treat people well, to make this country a better place, make this world a better place by being accepting to people, by offering people a hand, you know, building a bridge and not a wall. That's what I do. I don't care about what people, when they say negative shit. Why are some of you so triggered that by something that I post or something that I say?
No, I didn't even hear that, but I'll look that one up.
Come into my space and start to spit vitriol and you know, hate and anger.
This is the type of shit that we're going through, everyone. This is the type of shit we're going through. Let these niggas handle their shit. This is why I said, I was like, yo, that shit ain't got nothing to do with us. That shit ain't got nothing to do with it. Let me ask you a question, Charlie Shaw. Where's the Nigerians? Where's the Caribbean people, you know, helping this man out? Charlie Shaw. Where's his community? Where's the Nigerian community? That's what I'm talking about.
Thomas in the building.
Hey, what's going on? This is crazy. Anyways, yeah, I want to talk about the topic. So basically, and I've been here for a short while, so I haven't heard everything that was being espoused. But besides that, I think when I hear some of the vitriol, and I'm not saying it's coming from you, Tariq. I'm just saying in general. I'm just saying like when I scroll through X, I've been seeing a lot of vitriol, and I've seen the lines are pretty split when it comes to people's feelings about what happened to this young lady. I would like to believe that all of us, or most of us, are not happy what took place to this young woman on this train. 1,000%. Okay. And I do think there are people that are trying to escalate it and trying to create animosity between the races on both sides. I've mentioned some comments in other people's comments when I think it's just virtue signaling and things like that, trying to stir up shit. And I think that's unnecessary. Go ahead.
You conservative? You conservative?
I do lean conservative, yes, sir.
Yeah, because when that is both sides, yeah, that's conservative talk. Because this is all on us. This ain't no both sides. Black people are being collectively blamed for this, and then they're talking about collective punishment. So there's no both sides. There's only one side. But go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, look, the whole aspect of collective punishment, and I hear people on the right and some of these white individuals talking about, niggas got to go, we got to get them out of the country. They got black fatigue and all this other goofy shit. Um, that's the type of shit that causes us not to be. I mean, causes people not to take those seriously. Okay, because again, at the end of the
Shabaka's
day, if
crashing
you're trying
out,
to have an
everyone.
actual conversation,
He's crashing out, everyone. Shabaka's crashing out. Let me say it again. Shabaka's crashing out. Facts. Them niggas ain't nowhere to be found, Charlie. Salute to you, Sugar.
about what's going on. Let's have an actual conversation. But when people start talking and speaking in ways that are pretty unhinged, and I think a lot of this, to be perfectly honest with Tariq, a lot of this shit has more to do with just getting clicks on social media. Most of these don't even feel like this in real life. They just want the engagement on social media. Okay.
It gets used to justify the National Guard, no? Because they use this stuff, and then all of a sudden there's troops running around urban neighborhoods. So, yeah, they're definitely trying to use this for a major play. So we can't dismiss that.
Well, I mean, look, I heard you mention that earlier. I was under the impression that Trump was talking about going into Chicago way before this took place. I could be wrong, but I was under the impression that he was talking about going up in Chicago way before the girl got killed.
Right. But yeah, they use these incidents just like to go in D.C. What happened? There was another questionable incident that happened to one of the staffers. They said he got carjacked, or somebody tried to carjack him, and he's sitting up there bloodied, and it did make no sense.
Oh yeah. Big balls. Yeah, you talking about the guy from was it Elon's dude that was with the whole
He just happens to get assaulted by a group of black teens who just happened to try to carjack him, which sounded like bullshit. Like 10 people tried to carjack you. Well, they're gonna all get in the car. So yeah.
Okay.
So then he immediately said, "Oh, I'm putting the National Guard out here. All the streets are too dangerous." So.
Yeah, but here's the thing though, Tariq. Like again,
Shabaka.
Again, I'm not in Washington. I'm not in Chicago. So I
know you put the thumbs down button too. It's all right though.
Can't speak to it personally. But I've heard people on both sides, and I'm not talking about from a conservative perspective, just both sides of the I guess, I won't say the political sphere because I don't think it's the political sphere, but I've heard black people in Washington, D.C. say, yes, the National Guard's there, and we're happy they're there, and I see black people on the other side saying, no, we don't need them here, crime's not that bad. Even in Chicago, I hear the same thing. There's black people on both sides saying, no, bring the National Guard, get these niggas off the streets. There's black people in Chicago screaming that, just like there's black people in Chicago saying, nah, crime's not that bad. 57 shootings or whatever the people getting shot. Like, again, and I was having a conversation like this on Clubhouse, Tariq, and one of the things, when people say, okay, well, crime has gone down, okay, in Chicago. People say crime has gone down, everything's being blown out of proportion. And when I hear that, and again, I'm not in Chicago, but when I hear that, I do hear people in the black community saying that, hey, even though y'all are saying that, I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe walking down my streets in my neighborhoods. I want someone to come in here and fix this shit. So in Europe, I mean, do you think...
Slow down. Black folks also said we need reparations, and they told them to kick rocks. So I don't go with that. Well, black folks said we need more policing. That's what the Democrats would do, too. That's what Clinton and those guys said. Yeah, we had 3 strikes because the black people wanted us to. No, you're going to co-sign or get people to co-sign the narrative that you want to do. So let's not put it on black people. Black people want all types of shit, and we're told to shut the hell up and go sit down somewhere. But when it's time for some kind of collective punishment, then they want to pull up some black person and say, well, he wanted it, he said it. Nobody gives a damn about what a black person has to say unless it's going to confirm a bias that they already have. So I don't like that the black person said it shit, because we say a lot of stuff that's ignored. Also, what are they going to do in Chicago to stop crime exactly? How are you going to stop crime with the National Guard? Huh?
Okay.
Would you do crime in front of the National Guard?
Yeah, you wouldn't do crime, period.
Well, exactly. I think it's just the presence itself that is going to, because again, even though I've heard the videos and things like that, and I do believe, I hate to admit it, but I do believe there's going to be some ignorant that's going to try to start some shit. Okay, if the National Guard does go there, and that's going to cause chaos. And I'm hoping that shit doesn't happen.
Or the other way, if one of these National Guards harms,
Oh, absolutely.
if they do,
Absolutely.
they kill somebody unjustly, it's gonna be crazy.
Oh, absolutely. It's on and popping.
Right.
Absolutely. But but my thing is that back to the young lady that was murdered. My thing is that I think the vast majority of people, Tariq, the vast majority of people, I'm not talking about the fringes, are appalled by what happened to this individual, and want to, like, they don't. I don't think that they want the majority of black people, because this nigga did something goofy, to be shipped out of the country or fucked up. I think the majority of I know social media seems to inflate what's reality is to a certain extent, but I would like to believe that the vast majority of people, black, white, Hispanic, whatever the fuck, see this shit and don't be like, well, we got to get rid of niggas. I think more of this has to do with the fact that they think crime is out of control and something needs to be done about crime. Now, I do know some people associate crime with niggas. I do understand that. I get that. I think it's bullshit. But I think when people look at this, besides the people that are trying to stir the pot and trying to cause that racial tension, I think most people are just outraged about what happened to the woman.
Right. And here's the thing: is the media is painting it as a black collective. Yeah, hold on, Ron. Let me get you 1 second, Ron. And that's the problem, because if people are so concerned with out of control crime, why they keep lone wolfing these white supremacists who's shooting up these damn schools every week? You see, you're not outraged over that, but this real janky little situation that's real odd, that's not normal. Ain't nobody normally running up poking somebody on a damn train like that. And when they do, usually they're white, all right? And there was a white man who just stabbed somebody on a train not too long ago.
I saw that, yeah.
They didn't sensationalize that. Let me get Robbie.
This guy's disingenuous, brother. I was in the space the other night. He said, I'm not like Tariq Nasheed and them FBA N-words.
Oh, no!
And he was disparaging your name back and forth. He said he didn't support reparations and all.
That nigga got caught. Yo, he got caught shit talking. Yo, that's foul.
All this crap. I mean, he was with some carrying white supremacists. I didn't even get a chance to speak on stage. So it's really making my colon pound and my blood boil. But you doing your investigative journalism, you're kind of getting to the nitty gritty and getting this guy to expose himself. Yeah, man, you went to the space where I forgot that guy's name.
I don't know you. You don't know why. I'm never in space.
Bro, I was there. Bro, you were on that stage with those white.
These niggas are unhinged. Absolutely, these niggas are unhinged. Okay, I hear you. I hear you. I know.
Hey guys, you guys ever heard about the human race? You know, as far as have you guys ever met?
Slow down, make it. I'm gonna get you in a minute. Slow down. It's black folks talking. Slow down. Don't start that shit now. Slow down. Now,
I do apologize. My apologies.
Thomas.
Do black folks look the same? Like, what's going on here? Go ahead, Tariq.
Thomas, were you talking?
No, I never said
Thomas, were you talking greasy, Thomas?
No, I don't even know why. I'm actually surprised that this is actually happening in reality. That some guy comes off the mic, acts like he knows me, and he's seen me in spaces. And I literally just said that I'm on Clubhouse.
This is his voice. He was the guy had his name. It was the something. And you know what's funny? Remember that?
Wait. Slow down. The what?
Hold up, man. Hold up. The Arabic dude that came in here, the Armenian dude. Remember the Armenian dude, Tariq, that came here a couple of days ago?
Yeah.
That guy was the co-host.
Oh.
And they were in there talking.
I
and
was the co-host. I got that kind of clout.
No, you weren't the co-host. No, you weren't the
co-host.
You were being a professional white dick sucker, nigga.
Oh,
but I'm gonna be respectful. But I'm gonna be respectful to Tariq.
Oh shit!
You niggas
talking.
This shit is crazy.
See how it's coming out? See how it's coming? Do you support reparations? You were saying all kinds. He said, I'm not one of them bitch ass FBA ghetto niggas. That's what he said. He's a whole ass
nigga. What are you smoking on? Shirt stick?
You're a coon ass nigga. You a coon ass nigga. Listen to him giggling and shit. Listen to him giggling and shit. You a professional white dick sucker. You ain't about to come up here and be fake and disrespect my brother. Calling him a ghetto white.
Got him.
Get it out.
No, he said it. He said it. He called you ghetto and all kind of stuff, Tariq. I was gonna come up there for his neck. So he coming up here being fake.
Nigga is unhinged. Niggas on drugs.
It's fake Negroes like this we gotta watch, because this be the get your hand on my pocket type nigga.
Yeah.
You're a professional white dick sucker. I'm gonna get off stage. That's
bye,
crazy.
Bye, my nigga, because this nigga came here and started
what it is,
crazy shit.
This
is
the funny thing. He's got oxygen not getting to his brain. because he has too many white
Nigga,
a
you
bag
just
of
came up
white
here
baby
making
dicks
shit
coming
up
down his
like
mouth.
you know
I ain't
me.
making up shit. Hey,
Yes, you are.
the
You
Armenian dude, the
literally
Armenian
Type of
created
dude
your
will
coon
own
treat you
niggas.
right.
reality.
You thought you were gonna come up here in a burner and
Coon
be slick.
niggas.
Nigga, you a hoe
Huh?
ass nigga.
Nigga, what the fuck? This nigga's
He's
listen,
probably a
my
tether. He's
brother.
probably a
Listen,
tether.
I listen. I apologize for this bullshit taking place. We're having a constructive conversation. Again, the way niggas create their own realities in their heads, bro, is absolutely insane to me. This shit is crazy. I've never seen no shit. This is a movie. This is crazy. I can't have a conversation, and this nigga says I'm in a white supremacist room.
Thomas,
Go ahead.
you have been talking grease. I'm looking at some of your tweets, Thomas.
About you?
Yeah, you kind of
in reparations.
Yeah, you've been
no, sir.
Thomas, you've been talking a little greasy about our lineage, brother. You were like, yeah, y'all a cult and all that shit. I'm looking at.
Yes, but no. That wasn't. I've said no. I said what I said was when it comes to the FBA and it came to people talking about
Shabaka.
people from other countries. I said it's not. To me, it does not seem that it works in our favor or our benefit to alienate ourselves from other groups of blacks. That's what I was espousing. I never said anything about no reparations, and I never was talking crazy about you on X.
Yeah,
That's nonsense.
but I'm looking at some of your tweets. You like?
Yeah, no. I'm not saying I'm not spicy. I never said the shit he was talking about. This nigga, that shit was crazy.
No, but
Go ahead.
you're talking greasy. You're talking out. You're clearly non-FBA. Where your family from, brother?
Oh, my father's from New York and my mother's from New Jersey.
Oh
I'm
no.
actually, yeah. What are we talking? I am FBA. What are you talking about, bro?
No. From where? Okay. Where's your family from? Where's your family?
My dad's from Brooklyn, New York, and my mother's from New Jersey.
Well, that means they're Caribbean, brother.
Nah, bro, not Caribbean, not at all. There's no Caribbean in my lineage. The closest thing that I know that I have in my family is maybe Native American. There's no Caribbean in my family at all.
Your family. When y'all say your family's from New York, that only means one thing. That means they immigrated there from somewhere.
I mean, listen, I don't have the lineage background on me right now, but I'm pretty sure.
Further proof that you're Caribbean. Foundational Black Americans know their lineage, sir. We know our lineage.
Respectfully, most of them don't, brother. Respectfully.
Oh, that's not true. We know what makes you think we don't know our lineage?
Because you got dudes on here creating their own realities, thinking they know me from places. So if they making shit like that up, I know they don't know what their fucking lineage is.
When Robbie wasn't lying, you are on your thing talking.
No, he was, bro.
I'm looking at your tweets. You are talking greasy about the lineage. You're not from our lineage.
But that's not what he.
Yeah, you can't. You sitting up here talking greasy about the lineage because it's something that's other to you, Thomas.
But I didn't talk greasy about the lineage. What I said was I think that it doesn't help us by sitting back and trying to separate ourselves when we are the minority here. I said that doesn't seem like a good idea. That's what I was espousing.
So we should be generic Africans and pretend that we're generic Africans?
No, I never said that. All I'm saying is like I'm saying what I'm saying is this. What I'm saying is this, Tariq. Let me go ahead and so I can set the record straight since seem to got shit misconstrued. What I'm saying is this.
Slow down. Now separate how? What do you mean? Separate how? Hold on.
Okay, I couldn't come off mute. Okay, I got you. So what I mean by that is this. When I hear and I've seen some of this stuff in real time. When I hear the vitriol and the back and forth between Africans and foundational Black Americans, right? My whole thought process is like, hey, bro, they can help us with different aspects of resources and whatnot, and we can do the same for them. Why are we trying to divide ourselves and put ourselves on an island when we're sitting here saying we want to combat white supremacy? And I'm like, how are you going to combat white supremacy by yourselves when we don't manufacture or build anything? Not tanks, not jets, none of that
what does
shit.
that have to do with acknowledging we have a specific lineage as foundational Black Americans, and certain Africans, they have a specific lineage. So why is that? Where's the separation and all that? What is that? What does that mean? We just acknowledge and give respect and honor to our lineage just like they do. They have parades and Caribbeans. They have the in Brooklyn, the Caribbean parade and the West Indian Day parade. How come that's not divisive and separatist and all of that when they acknowledge their lineage, but when we acknowledge it, it's we're splitting the diaspora. Why is it bad when we do it?
It's not bad. Listen, here's the thing. I don't think, and first of all, I don't think there's an issue with foundational black Americans sitting back and enjoying their lineage. I have no problems with that whatsoever. Where my ire comes from is the aspect when I see it being used to sit back and denigrate people, saying, "Oh, you're from Africa," or "Oh, you're from Haiti," or
Okay, let
whatever.
me slow you down again. That still doesn't change our lineage. And other African and Caribbeans, they denigrate us all the time. And nobody ever questions their lineage. Their culture, to be honest, is denigrating us, to be very honest. You coming over here talking about let's stay away from the Yankees, stay away from the Akadas and all that stuff. So they have a cultural denigration of us. And nobody ever questions their lineage still. Okay? That still doesn't change their lineage. Our lineage is our lineage, their lineage is their lineage, whether we want to kumbaya or not. You understand?
No, I get that. And again, listen, if they're talking reckless, then I absolutely commence the firing. I have no problem with that. What I'm saying is that when I see these conversations being had, a lot of times they divulge into, oh, well, you're from X, Y, and Z, and you're not a foundational black American, so f you. And I'm just like, okay, well, that's not really
That's
constructive.
a
And I'm not talking
personal
about this
statement. It has
conversation.
nothing to do with that.
No,
That's a
but that's my
that's a,
point. But that's my
that's,
point because I'm not attacking the lineage at
it
all.
doesn't.
That's not my
Let me
thing.
get hold
Go
on. Let me
ahead.
get Ty out. Ty, hop in, Ty.
Yeah, can you hear me, Flex?
Yes, sir. What's up, brother?
Yeah, I'm from Jersey as well, and my family, I got some family in Brooklyn, but we migrated from the South. My grandfather's from Wynn, Arkansas. He's 94 years old. He's still in Jersey, and he's still alive. So for him not to know where his grandparents come from, they're not from New York. So yeah, this guy is a tether, and I'll land.
Yeah, you,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Thomas. Yeah, Thomas. You come from a like a Caribbean background or something, brother.
Tommy.
I don't believe that, my good man. I reject that actually. And I'm going to do a little more research, and I'm gonna get back to you. But I am 99% positive that I am not from the Caribbean, and I am not from any of these other places.
You know
Yeah,
what you are? You're part of the
99%
human
positive.
race, though, sir. You know,
yeah.
human race is all of us, and justice will always prevail.
Cultures, I should say. I should say culture.
There you
Culture.
go. I'm gonna make it make sense. I'll get you in a minute. Now, we haven't forgotten about you. I get you. All right, Thomas. Thomas, thank you so much, brother. Thomas is.
I appreciate it. Y'all take care, man.
See, this he's non-FBA. This is a non-FBA because he's talking greasy about the lineage, and when they start talking about, yeah, my family's from Jersey and New York. Okay, where's the rest of them from? Oh no, I gotta. That's non-FBA talk. Make it make sense. Hop on in here.
Thank you, sir. I do appreciate it. How y'all doing?
We're good, man. What's going on with you?
Man, I'm just trying to figure out this thing called life, and I'm getting F's in it. But, I think they've said to me, when I go take my medicine and get my treatment,
That man was cooning like a motherfucker. I ain't even gonna lie.
as far as mental treatment, um, the first step is knowing what the problem is. But having said that, I am big on being passionate about treating people, succeeding.
Christians, and there's only one race, the
Why I
human race, and when they start talking that shit, they have some of the biggest white supremacist views. Hey, man, did George Floyd die of fentanyl or was he murdered? Well, there's a lot of stuff going on both sides, but listen, dude, there's a Golden Corral that opened up, and I just like to have a buffet with all of the blacks. If you
Let's move on.
chicken strips, dude.
I'm a birds guy.
All right, we're gonna end it here today. I'm gonna give my I'm gonna land and I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this, then I'm gonna land. People like Shabaka and all these other and Kwame and these white supremacists, of course they're gonna have coons. We're seeing this right now in fucking 4K. We're seeing how these motherfuckers is gonna sell us out. They're not on our side. They have never been on our side. They have never been on our side. They have always been against us. Let me ask you a question. How the fuck Pan-Africans don't accept foundational black Americans or that name? How the fuck they don't accept that? We're still saying that we're black. We understand. We're trying to let them understand. They're not trying to understand us. They're not trying to fuck with us. As long that they were getting money and fucking with us heavy like that, fighting for their rights, then they were cool. But when it came to us and we started figuring out like, yo, these niggas ain't really rocking with us like that, we had to step back and let them do what they want to do. I told y'all in the beginning of this year that this year is going to be 2025 Foundational Black American Era. We're going to see a lot of niggas crash out. We're going to see a lot of people, you know, fucking fail. We're going to see a lot of black Americans on top. The niggas who fuck with us, they're going to be on top with us. Pause. And we're seeing this. The year's almost over. The year is almost over. And I wasn't wrong. White boys getting shot out here, getting shot in the fucking neck. Fucking immigrants are getting sent back. Niggas is crashing out. Pan-African is at its downfall, at its worst than it was ever since the 60s. Like, Africans is getting lit up. Niggas is shitting on Africans again because of their ignorance. Like I wasn't wrong. I want to say thank you to Kwame, Shabaka, Rando, Charlie E, Will, I said Rando, DJ X1, OC, Salam, Kareem Johnson, KJ, let me see, Charlie E, Randall, Willie, Big Remy, Spence, 49, Salute, Wiz, Ohio, and if I forgot your name, I apologize. I want to thank everybody. Thank you everybody for the Cash App. Sorry I couldn't read it, but I'll read it a little bit later or when I go pick up my child. But I want to thank y'all again, and y'all have a great day. We're going to be doing a reaction video tomorrow probably. But take care, everyone, and I'll see you later on.